Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle. Prepare for battle.
3, 2, 1.
Engage. Enter the heat of battle. Go for it. Fight is ready. Engage. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle. Enter the heat of battle. Engage. Fight is ready. Engage.
Oh shit, I didn't have enough needle. Y'all already know I had to hit the jazz hands for the one time, bro. Remember when I had all them crazy ass transitions? I like the simple one, bro. I like the I'm sorry, I like the how that I like the oh, I can't do it right here. I like the oh, we don't do it for that one? I like the like that's just tough. Oh damn. Don't mind this, bro. Don't mind this. This is a clean shirt, bro. Just don't mind that shit. Hey, let me pause this. So if y'all saw the title, you already know what's going on. I'm watching, actually, let's keep it on. We about to watch these Preds get predatored. Not watch, but y'all better watch me play the game. And as I'm playing the game, that's gonna be in the background. Cause that's literally all I be doing is just sitting and chilling. Listening to shit like that. So y'all just gonna be chilling with me today. With the stain on, y'all gonna be chilling with me and the stain on my shit. This is my shit, bro. This the Street Fighter, the this Necro stage, bro. That shit heat, bro. That shit heat. What y'all know about that? Y'all know nothing about that. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some Monster Hunter. I'm just waiting for Wilds to come out. I'm gonna be so real. I'm so hyped for that shit. Don't mind the sunlight. Bro, where's my shit? There we go. Like, y'all can't tell me that shit's not hard. Like that shit's clean. Here, I was gonna do this. Shit. He's not dead, I swear. Like he's okay. There we go. Now the stand's gone. And he's here, bro. And we got Miles. We got Miles right here. NPC Miles. NPC Miles. Oh my god. Fuck nigga, what you said? What you said, fuck nigga? Nah, fuck nigga, what you said? I love that nigga, bro. He's a crash out, bro. My fault. I'm setting this shit up. I be playing it on my Steam Deck, so I'm like trying to put it on my PC real quick. Transfer my save. I'm just gonna assume that shit's okay. I usually let it sit for a little bit, but I just did it like faster than I usually do. So like I said, I'm gonna just assume that shit's okay. And if not, bro, fuck. Alright, and then let me find a little video to put on. I'm sorry, y'all can't see it, man. My taskbar is full of illegal material. I.e. like pirating software. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for this shit to load. My fault, bro. My fault. You said why didn't I have it on earlier? Bro, I was taking a shower, bro. Like my butt cheeks stink. I was doing high knees, you know, the butt cheek air, like, you know when you doing your high knees, you know the butt cheek air just be. I smelt that shit. That shit was hot. So I had to go take a shower, bro. Damn, I did not mean to do that. Y'all know I like having everything set up, bro. Yeah, y'all hear it in the background. That's my shit. That's my shit. I love that shit, bro. Well, you cannot tell me nothing about Monster Hunter, bro. I love that shit. That is my shit, bro. Like, stop playing. Alright, let's see. Alright, we got that bitch in there. go. Look at the transition. Yeah. Look at that shit. Look at the intro. Look at the intro. This is my shit, bro. Like, this is my shit. Look at that nigga, bro. That's me. I'm kidding. That's not me. That's me. That's me right there, the cat. That's me. He's like, nigga, what's going on? What's going on? This is the old shit though. This is like before like the new shit. So before World. All right. So while that's doing that, you gonna leave shit alone? I did not mean to. I keep fucking up. All right. You gonna leave that alone? Here we go today. Y'all see my nigga, bro? Y'all see my nigga? He hit the. Right, come on, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. I'm on this. This is my shit. All right, let's see. The camera's in the way, so I gotta like. All right. Viewer discretion is advised, nigga. I'm not about to. Y'all just want to hear the shit, bro. Actually,
in many different colors.
Nah. I got a better one for y'all. I got a better one for y'all. I got a banger video. This is my nigga Explore With Us, bro. I know y'all can't see shit, but this is my nigga Explore With Us, bro. I love this nigga, bro. All homo. I just be putting this nigga on in the background and chilling. Yeah, some of y'all might have already seen this video.
You're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better.
When they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else?
That's a black mom.
That's the question that was asked.
That's a black mom right there.
You don't know?
This is some shit that's serious.
This is what happens when YNs get
Bro,
caught.
you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association.
I don't know.
I'm sitting here watching the video. Let me stop.
Why did you make me stay?
I said I don't know.
Like, and then this nigga, bro. Okay,
when the bodies of 3 teenagers were discovered over a period of several days in the same neighborhood in Marion County, Florida, the police didn't know what to think. This would set the tone for the rest of the case, as the emerging suspects all seemed intent on blaming each other. The identity of the alleged perpetrator, along with the motive for the heartless murders, turned out to be more alarming than anyone wanted to believe. The police first learned that something was terribly wrong just before midnight on March 30th, 2023, when they received this 911 call.
There's a girl laying in front of my road and she's dying.
Okay, is she awake?
She's dying, I don't know. She's bleeding out of her head. She's gargling on her blood.
You need to turn her on her side so she doesn't choke, okay?
It doesn't matter what side, like on what side?
No, just turn her on her side so she doesn't choke on the blood, okay?
Oh, God.
Is she awake?
No.
Okay, is she breathing?
She's breathing.
Oh.
Do you know how far they are?
I don't have an ETA, but they are on the way, okay?
Deputies from the Marion County Sheriff's Department arrived moments before the ambulance. While paramedics rushed to try to save the victim, the deputies tried to get a grasp on the chaotic scene. Within 5 minutes of the ambulance arriving, the victim was on her way to the nearest hospital. The Sheriff's Department was left to pick apart the seemingly inexplicable scene.
She's not responsive? No, not responsive. No, there's no ID, no nothing. Young girl, older younger girl?
The shoe's right there, and that's been moved.
I thought I could get
right there,
a
right?
attack.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere. I was not expecting that.
No. Well, I thought it was going to be BS, honestly.
Yeah, I immediately thought she had got, like, hit by a car. And I seen the big but I've never seen an exit wound in a head.
Yeah.
So
Did
I
you see
wasn't
it?
aware. Oh yeah, I mean, she's laying down. It's all pulled out. I mean, it was
And she was still breathing?
rapid breathing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Medic said she ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, if she did, that's wild.
When police made contact with the 911 caller, they learned that he was just as confused about the situation as the deputies. He only became aware that something was amiss when he got a call from his neighbor across the street.
You didn't hear nothing
She
at all?
told me it sounded like someone crashed into my dumpster and
Hard
then
ass claws.
there was like 2
Or hard ass
shots.
claws.
The neighbor in question made her way over to talk to the deputies directly. Unfortunately, what she said only served to make the situation even more mysterious.
So, around what time did you hear? You said it sounded like a gun, like a.
Yeah, it wasn't a loud gunshot. I would say about 20, 30 minutes ago. It wasn't a loud gunshot, but I heard about 4 or 5. And I kind of blew it off casually, and then I just looked out my window because I did think it was strange with how late it was. And I saw the car run into the dumpster. And once I seen the car run into the dumpster, I stepped out my door. And I seen a man run out of the car down the road towards my yard, and I yelled at him, "What are you doing?" And then I seen him run back towards the car, take a minute,
Ooh,
and I was
nice
calling him
dodge.
because it was his dumpster, and
Nice
I
dodge.
seen him skirt off into the neighborhood.
Did you see if anybody was in? Was it only one? Was there
I
several
only
people?
seen one person running, and it was a male. It had a male figure, had a hat on. I want to say he was like 5 foot, maybe, but it was only one
What?
dude running down the road.
This once
I be
again
hating when they
tracked
do
with
this
the
shit. Like,
evidence as police found several sets of footprints.
Like, are you
at the
fighting me or are
scene.
you running away?
Did you hear the crash first, or did you hear what sounded like
I
a
heard the
gunshot?
gunshots first.
Where did?
The deputies closed down the main entrances and exits to the
Bro,
Forest Lakes Park
Pickle!
neighborhood, hoping to catch the alleged shooter as he attempted to flee. Unfortunately,
I be hating
the
when they
area
get
was
my
heavily
cat like
wooded, with plenty of places to hide and lots of back roads. This made for a difficult search for police and an easy getaway for the alleged perpetrator. Meanwhile, the hospital where the victim was being treated was able to provide some help in that regard. They identified the girl as 16-year-old Layla Silvernail. Her grandparents, who were her legal guardians, were understandably distraught.
God.
Detectives
shit
first
hurt.
made contact with her grandfather, Kenneth.
Layla was found, she was apparently with a gunshot wound, and she was taken to the hospital. So that's part of the reason why we came here, was to let you know about her status, but we also wanted to know any information that you had about who she was with yesterday, who she hanged out with.
In the hospital for?
She had a
was
gunshot
shot.
wound.
Huh? She was shot. You're kidding.
No, that's what I told you when
This
I
is
came.
what I've been trying to tell her. You're hanging around with a girl.
Kenneth hurried to the back of the house to get
Y'all know
his
what he
wife,
said. He said
Lisa.
nigga crew, bro.
Layla's grandmother only seemed to become more distressed when the detectives tried to ask her questions.
Lisa.
Bro, like this nigga.
Lisa. Lisa, have a seat right here.
Is my granddaughter okay? Will she be
She's
okay?
gonna be at the hospital. I don't know anything. That's why I said I have to.
I'm the victim advocate, okay? I'm here for you. Have a seat for us. We need some
Bro,
information.
like this
so we
nigga
can find
moving.
out
This
who
nigga
did
need to get
this.
tired. They need to hit him with the boomerangs.
We
I will
need.
go and I will shoot their asses. Oh no! Where was she shot?
Bro, this nigga!
Know anything?
She was shot in the head.
Lisa,
That's all we have right now, okay?
Bro, this nigga on runner!
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
The situation was actually more horrifying than Lisa knew. Early on March 31st, the morning after the shooting, the police stumbled upon the last thing they were expecting. Just blocks away from the crime scene where Layla was found, police discovered a second victim, also suffering from a gunshot wound. There was little doubt that the two cases were connected, which made the search for the shooter all the more urgent. Back with Layla's grandparents, the detectives desperately tried to find out who might have been with Layla that night. Since they'd already found two victims, they had to wonder if more of her friends were hurt, or in danger too.
Lisa, look at me. Who was she with yesterday?
She came here with, and I'm gonna tell you everything, because I don't like the people she hangs around with anyway.
okay, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Lisa said Layla was almost always with her boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael Hodo.
Yo, is this
She
nigga
also
gonna get
directed
fucking
the police
tired,
to
dog?
Layla's best friend,
Like, this
who
nigga
might
just
have
running
more
around,
information about
like,
her activities
doing
the day
three
before the
much.
shooting. Another name came up too, and it was one police were already familiar with.
And then that runaway girl, Camille.
Yeah, now's our time,
She
bro.
was with her too yesterday.
Fuck on the ground,
Camille
nigga.
Quarles, 16, had been reported as a runaway by her aunt and legal guardian several weeks prior. It was an open secret that she'd been staying with Layla at her grandparents' house, but no one had successfully brought her home yet. When police made contact with Camille's aunt, Amy, she was not shy about
Like, look at
expressing
this
her
nigga just
frustration
jumping
with
around.
the investigation.
Come on.
I did call it in this morning to ask somebody to go through there,
Fucker.
and nobody has called me back.
Come on.
I've called 5 or 6 times a day since she's been gone.
Even worse, Amy's son was hearing all kinds of gossip about the case at school. People were saying Camille had also been shot. The names of the victims and the location of the crime was seemingly common knowledge. Disturbingly, police had not yet confirmed if Camille was involved. Also, they'd not yet released the names of the victims or the location, which meant whoever was spreading this information had to be involved.
And there was another body discovered this morning in that neighborhood.
Okay.
I want to know if it's my child.
Okay, the second person is not Camille. I can't identify who that person is, but it's not her.
The identity of the second victim only made the case more dire, especially in regards to Camille's safety.
Like, bro, knocking out my cats,
still in the
bro.
dark about most of the lead up to the crime, up until they got in touch with Layla's best friend, Gabby.
You spider fuck.
She was more forthcoming and told the detectives that she'd spent the day with Layla and her boyfriend,
Like,
Michael
you're not hitting me
Hodo,
with that
and
shit, nigga. I'm
several other
breaking out.
teens who would soon become an integral part of the case.
Was there anybody else in the car other than you, Layla, anytime during the day?
Camille was there.
This was the second statement placing Camille at the scene of the crime, but disturbingly, there was still no sign of her. Prior to the shooting, Camille's aunt said she'd caught sight of her at the park once or twice and kept a close eye on her Instagram feed to see what she was up to. Since the night of the 30th, though, it had been radio silence. Back with the detectives, Layla's friend recounted their travels throughout the day and who else was with the group.
We went to Rob's. We went to I don't know if it's abandoned. Do you know what a trap house is?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, this kid Rob, I don't know him personally, but they do.
Okay.
They're like friends or whatever, and we went over there and we chilled over there.
Significantly, Gabby said that Layla had been the one driving all day, but the only sign of her vehicle, a white Chevy Cruze, was a tire track left at the crime scene. The police hoped that finding the vehicle would offer some insight into what happened the night Layla was shot.
Do you know his last name or anything else about Rob?
No, I don't really know if Rob is like his real name or not, because I know some people know him as Reaper, Rob, and stuff like that. So
was anyone else
Oh
there
my
at the
god,
house
I'm missing
besides
my
the three of you and
attacks.
Rob?
Well, there was this kid 3-5, but I don't know his real name.
What's 3-5 look like?
I don't know. He's 12. He's a little kid.
A 12-year-old?
Detectives knew they
Bro,
needed to
and
track
this nigga
down
go
Rob
running.
and 3-5. They started with Rob, who they believed to be 17-year-old Robert Robinson, who was already incarcerated at a juvenile detention facility for a different offense. When detectives asked him
understand
about
it now.
3-5, he directed them to a boy named Christopher Atkins. Shockingly, Gabby was right. He was only 12 years old. Since Chris and Rob
This nigga
were both
3'5", 12
minors,
years
their
old, bro.
mothers were asked to join them at the police station before any conversations took place. Chris's mother, Ashley, was the first to arrive.
I don't understand. Where's my son? If he's being questioned, why the fuck I'm not in there?
Of course my cats die when I need to sharpen my weapon.
Which state is that on? Where's my son?
He's in the other room right here.
They're talking to him?
Not yet, no. They're all getting their stuff together.
It seems she wasn't convinced they weren't already questioning him, because
I
Ashley
hate this
did her
monster,
best
bro.
to
Like,
hear
I like
what
the
was
armor
going on
set.
in the other room.
Like, I like the armor set, but I fucking hate this monster. Like, with a fucking passion. Like, bro. Like, this nigga just be doing the most, bro. Just doing too much. For what, bro? Like, for what? And then his claws up in the front of his mouth sharp as hell. Like, you just bounce off him. Like, look at this nigga strafing. What you doing all that shit for, nigga?
After almost 2 hours of waiting, she was finally escorted to the next room to join Chris, who was visibly trembling.
Can I put you on? Sure. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Did you
Say
want
we
another
traded,
jacket?
bro.
Okay. Are you sure? You look like you're cold. Let me get you.
You say you have 4 siblings? Okay. You guys get along okay in the house?
Can I just get the mount?
The detectives set about gradually breaking the
Can I
ice
just
with
get the
Chris,
mount, bro? That's
the
all I
time
want,
appearing
bro.
hyper-aware that he was only 12 years old. After taking all necessary precautions, like making both Chris and his mother aware of their rights, and establishing on record that Chris knew the difference between right and wrong, they finally got to the issue at hand.
So, Chris, what I'd like to start with talking to you about is, and like I said, I just want you to be honest with us. I'd like you to talk to me about last Thursday night.
First, we made some eat. Then we watched TV. And I went to sleep for a little bit. And I heard something outside. I opened the door. There was nothing outside now.
Oh my god!
I think I went to sleep.
So
Like,
I
even the
think
smallest
what you
monsters, I
just
would have hit
told
that
me
shit, bro.
Was what you probably had rehearsed in your mind several times to tell a police officer if you ever had to talk about that Thursday night. Because sitting here and talking to you, with your mom here crying, and knowing that you have these siblings, you're probably in sort of an embarrassing and shameful
Come on, get up
position.
here, bro. Just
If
get up
you
here.
are sorry for what happened, repent for it and start from the very beginning and go to the very end without me having to pull it from you. Because somebody that I have to pull each individual action from, that tells me that they don't really want to say what they did wrong, that they don't feel bad for it.
Reaper down there has been super honest. He, it took him a minute to get comfortable with me, and he's told me everything down to details that only he would know, and that's involved.
That nobody else would know.
Some of the details, he points finger at you.
17-year-old Rob, also known by the concerning moniker Reaper, was also being questioned.
I fucking hate this
Just like
monster.
Chris,
Like,
Rob
dude.
and his mom Erica were both advised of their Miranda rights before the interrogation commenced.
I'm trying to bring the best way to say
I just
this
hate
to you
this
guys.
monster, bro.
We're investigating several different incidents that
Shut up.
occurred over the last couple of weeks.
I think the stream will
one
look blurry.
being a theft of
Never mind, it was just on my
side-by-side.
laptop. It was blurry.
One being the theft of, a burglary. We're investigating a robbery, and we're investigating a murder. Okay? Murder. Mm-hmm. So,
The first ones you named is believable. The last one you named is not. You don't have the heart to keep it up. I know that for a fact.
okay. What'd you do on Thursday all day?
I mean, I was home all day. Like, I was home all Thursday.
Okay, who were you with? Did anybody come over? Did we hang out with anybody?
At
Did
like
you
1
go
o'clock.
anywhere with anybody?
I ain't go no. Came over at like 1 o'clock.
What'd you guys do then?
We was chilling. Literally, like we were just chilling.
Okay. Was anybody with Sarah at the time? How did he get to your house? Things like that.
So, wasn't Joe to my house. It was him, Landon, Layla, and there was another girl with him. I don't know her name.
Sosa was a nickname that Layla's boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael, used. Michael's father had last seen him about 6:30 last night, around the same time Gabby said she parted ways with the group. Landon was another local boy who police
Like, this
determined
nigga
didn't
running,
know
bro. That's why I
anything
hate
that
him.
would aid the investigation. As for the unnamed girl, the police likely wondered if she could be the missing Camille and why she hadn't been seen or heard from since.
Did you go anywhere after 6:30, Rob?
Whoa, why do y'all keep?
Okay. I just
We
want
keep
to
asking because we've been working on our investigations
What
for
do
several
y'all
days.
think happened, bro? I'm telling you,
You understand?
in the house
You understand?
that night. Like, I only seen Sosa one
No
time.
mounting
that
damage
day.
is
Rob,
wild.
we know you were out of the house after 6:30. Okay? We know you were with around 7 o'clock p.m.
Thanks to CCTV footage, police believed that Rob, along with others in the friend group, had been involved in the theft of a vehicle and an armed
Come on,
robbery
bro.
that night. As serious as these crimes were, they paled in comparison to what police believed happened later. Back in the room with Chris, his mother tried to make him understand the severity of the situation.
Well, you need to take out. If you ain't, now's the time. Now's the whole story. You know you left out of the house Thursday when I told you not to. And you've been speaking. You better talk right now.
Reaper's already told us what the plan was that night. So there's, I mean, we know what the original plan was. We're asking you now to be honest and to come forth and tell us what happened.
I gotta bring a fire weapon for this nigga, bro. Like, cause I'm using poison. So a little insight is I've never used great sword in the old Monster Hunter because I thought it was like super slow. But then I hit the all right. I understand it now. Anyway, I have this poison great sword because poison, like when it procs, we all know what fucking poison does. But I also have this fire great sword. I'm gonna just use that shit against him, bro, because like holy shit. Like actually, like that motherfucker, like that shit was annoying because he's a poison monster. So like that shit was just fucking annoying what we had to deal with, bro.
And why it happened.
He knocked on the window.
When you say he, I never want to guess. Who's he?
Reaper, aka Rob, took a lot of convincing before he opened up.
Rob, right now you're protecting KTM and your buddy. You need to think about protecting yourself.
The disturbing meaning behind KTM will be revealed in due time. For now, the fact that the police knew about the mysterious phrase was enough to get Rob talking, albeit reluctantly.
Was that the else?
When you saw, when you were with, who you with, y'all?
It was me. 3-5.
Mm-hmm.
Layla was there.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
The police knew by now that there were more people at the house than just Chris, Rob, Michael, and Layla.
Did you go anywhere with them that night?
No, I ain't go nowhere with them. I just told you. I went, I swear to God, was at the house. They said they was finna leave. I went back home. Actually, Mom, I didn't come in until like late. I didn't come in till after 7 anyways.
You don't know what time you came home. Now,
But they talking about what night Mulaka at 7:10.
What I'm saying is, you don't know what time you came home because you defy your curfew so much. You don't know what time you came in. It might have been 8 o'clock. It might have been 7:30. It might have, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know. What I'm saying is, if you know something that they're trying to get out of you, I don't give a who your friends are, who you trying to protect. I gotta get to work. And I'm sick of dealing with this jail. Could you choose to have friends? I mean, really, you need to be honest.
Unfortunately for Rob, the police already knew that he was still holding back the dark details of what he got up to that night.
What about his cell phone? Do you own that phone?
Yeah, I own that phone. So do you all want permission to check the location?
That would be great. Yeah.
Might have to build this nigga set.
That would be great.
No.
Oh, they can check my phone. They might find
They're not looking in your phone for anything else.
So you're certain that your phone GPS will keep you at your house that night?
Are you? Are you? So we gon' no.
I can just tell you, I really don't know nothing about no murder. That is the truth. I don't know nothing about no murder, and I was not there with no murder.
That's not what they asked, though. That's not what they asked. What they asked was, when they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked. You don't know?
I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, I'm telling you stuff.
They want you to tell them mine, and I'm telling them the truth. And you sitting there going with them. Why don't you believe in them? They're not your son. Stop believing them. Oh, no, I was not there. Like, I didn't say you was not there. You were there. Wait, first and foremost. You sitting there just going with everything.
What happens when a YN get caught, bro?
First and foremost, you lie so much, I don't know what to believe would come down your mouth. You didn't burn the bridge that's been gone. Let's get that understood.
Black mom, bro. Black mom.
What I'm saying is, you so quick to want to protect people, and let me finish.
Like, you're actually collecting them?
To want to protect people, don't want to snitch, want to be cool this and cool that, and not be known as a who is in the paperwork and all of this, that you're willing to sit here and go down for murder that I know you didn't do. I know for a fact
Like if
that
I was,
you didn't do it, but you're going to be guilty by
like, bruh. Like, bruh, if I was a fucking officer, bruh, I'd be sitting there like, like, bruh.
association because you don't want to tell who the did it. That's the problem.
I did not kill nobody. I did not kill nobody.
Did somebody you know do it?
Like, what the?
No, I don't know nothing about no murder. I don't know nothing about no murder.
And if you lying, you standing on this island by yourself. Because if you got something to tell these people, because they have a way to tell if you're lying.
The best way to tell if Rob was lying was Chris, who was still in the room next door. He was sharing a bit more than Rob, and some key differences in their statements stood out already.
What do you think he's going to tell us, Robert?
He's not going to, with me, I swear to God, I didn't do anything. I promise you I didn't do anything. Who did?
I don't understand why you keep lying. And then you go back.
It's going to be a snitch. And they're going to kill me. Kill me. It don't matter. That is a snitch and I will die. This is not no joke. You would die. Like, you would die for snitching out here. People die for that. Real talk. Mama, people get popped and killed for snitching.
Well, we're talking about life sentences here.
Right. And this is like really just listen. Your actions and the people you choose to hang with and all of this
I didn't kill anyone.
is slowly killing me. I should just pause. Let me talk. I'm supposed to be at work right now. I just took a promotion. I can't keep missing work over that you are doing or the people you hang with or just any of that. Like, I don't know if you know or not, but they threatening me with contempt of court because I don't come to none of your court stuff for the other shit you got going on. I make sure you get there, but I cannot keep missing work. And you sitting here in my face telling me that you don't want to snitch because your life is they gonna kill you. Pops! You don't know. It wasn't me.
I didn't say
kill nobody. They trying to get me a license.
I didn't say that you killed anyone. Robert, you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association. Like, what part of that is not clicking for you? If you know who killed these kids, then you need to tell him.
Some part of this tirade must have made an impression, because at long last, Rob shared his version of events.
Taj killed all three of them.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Were you there?
With the whole story?
Were you there?
The whole story.
Let him talk.
I say the whole story.
Tell me the whole story.
Rob just mentioned 3 victims, but the detectives had so far only asked him about 2. Not only did this grab their attention, but they likely suspected that the Taj that Rob mentioned was 16-year-old Taj Bruton, with whom they were already acquainted due to previous cases. Unfortunately, this didn't mean they knew where to find him. Several weeks earlier, Taj cut off his ankle monitor and went on the run. The detectives would focus on this after they got more of the story from Chris, who picked up the story after he said Rob, aka Reaper, knocked on his window.
Okay, Reaper knocks on the window.
He knocks on the window. He said, "Come on, we can go see some girls or something." Then we went out, and this girl and the boy picked us up. I don't know what. This girl and this boy.
Describe.
From Rob's statement, the police believed this had to be Michael and Layla. He made no mention of Camille, however, even when he explained where everyone was sitting in Layla's car. The seating arrangement would be crucial later. Layla was driving, Michael was in the passenger seat, while Chris and Rob were in the back seat. But they weren't alone.
Then somebody came in the car. I don't know what his name. It was like somebody in all black.
Okay. And how does this person look? I know you said he's wearing dark colored clothes, right? I heard you say that.
Ski mask on too.
I'm telling you what, if somebody got in the car wearing a ski mask, I'd be like, what is going on?
But that didn't appear to be Chris's response, and the detectives likely had a horrible
Like, that's why I
inkling
like
as to
watching this
why.
shit. These white
Yeah, I
niggas,
looked
bro.
at Rob. I was like, I thought we were going to see some girls. He's like, we had. I was like, oh, all right. And then we kept driving then.
Throughout his interrogation, Chris would only refer to the man
I don't
in
know
the
if you guys
ski
can see it,
mask
but my
as
cat's
the
in my lap.
X-Man. Luckily, Rob had already
one from the
revealed
game.
the identity of their companion.
We went to pick up Taj. As soon as Taj came out the house, first thing he told me, like, we knocking on. We knocking on. I was like, nah, but I ain't even trying to do all that.
It took a little more persuading, but Rob eventually told the police that they could find Taj at his girlfriend's house. They picked him up and brought him to the station after they finished talking to Chris and Rob. But instead of clearing up the questions detectives had, Taj made everything more confusing. He said everything was Rob's idea.
I'm sitting right next to him, and he whispered in my ear, he was like, bro, I'm finna rob these tonight, bro. I look at him like, what you mean you finna rob these tonight? He's like, bro, so saying, like, look, bro, they got a pound of weed, they got some money, bro, and if they don't go for it, I'm gonna kill them. That's exactly how he said. At this point, I'm frantic, but I can't, like, if I tell Sosa,
And if they don't go for it, I'm gonna kill them.
Sitting right next to me, so therefore he's gonna shoot me. So I'm sitting here, I'm scared as hell, so I'm like, I ain't got no choice but to just sit here and just, it is what it is.
Rob told detectives that it was the other way around.
It was so random. Like, he just said he wanted to knock him off. I'm not thinking he's serious, though. Like, at the time, when he first said it, if you would have seen his face, like, right, he was laughing. Like, if I would have really thought he was finna kill, like, I wouldn't have got back in that car. I would have stayed right there and called my mom and be like, can you come get me? I didn't think he was serious until when the car started slowing down and I seen him up the gun.
Rob said that Taj did this because he wanted to take Michael's firearm. Over in Chris's interrogation room, his story aligned with Rob's. For now.
What triggered him?
Bro,
to
pickle.
just start shooting? I'm trying to
Lay your ass down, bro.
It's something in between that you're not saying.
Because I think the person that the white guy, I think they said he had a lot of money or something.
Oh, so it was set up as a robbery. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So they were setting up to rob the man.
Did Reaper mention that to you? That something was going to be set up or anything?
He didn't even know. Like, all I heard was power. I thought somebody was shooting at us, so I hopped out the car. It ran.
Oh, I ain't bring my shit, bro. I ain't bring my shit to capture him, bro.
Once again, Taj's version was a little different.
3-5 shot at Sosa. Boom. Layla got shot by Rob because that was diagonal. It was crazy.
Just like that. It took 2 shots. It wasn't no more than that. It took 2 shots to kill both of them.
The police knew at least part of this was true. Who shot who was yet to be determined. But tragically, they'd confirmed the second victim as Layla's boyfriend, Michael Hodo. He was in the grass by the side of the road, just blocks away from Layla. He was deceased when police found him. Michael's father had a heartbreaking reaction when he found out that his son would not be coming home.
My son's dead, isn't he? I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. No! Oh my God! No! Can they come back out here and help? We have to talk. We have to find this out. Who's to find this? This is to go find out who did this to Sam. I'll find him when I kill him and kill him. Oh my God!
While Michael's family reeled from the devastating news, Chris continued with his upsetting story about Michael's final moments.
And you said he shot this white guy first?
Yeah, the white guy was like sitting like this. And like,
where'd he shoot him at?
Like right here.
And the gun was pressed up against his head? Is that what you're...
I think it was like...
Okay. And then, what about the white girl that's driving? Tell me about that.
He turned the gun and shot her.
Where'd he shoot her at? And...
I don't know.
Rob agreed, which would soon become increasingly rare.
Where did he shoot Layla?
I think it was headshots.
On the other hand, Taj put the blame back on his 2 companions.
I know he shot Sosa in the back of the head. I seen that happen. I seen Rob try to shoot her, right? And when he tried to shoot her, he shot her, and then his gun didn't go off, so he reloaded it again and shot her.
All contradictions temporarily aside, Chris added another disturbing detail.
Did he see it coming?
No, it was like to the back of his head.
Bro, how do I make trank bombs, bro? I
Have
forgot.
any time to defend himself?
No, bro, Taj just upped him and shot him in the head.
At this point, police were still searching Forest Lakes Park for evidence. Now that they knew the shooting had occurred in Layla's car, it was more important than ever to find the vehicle. Most of all, though, they were looking for any sign of Camille. They hoped to find her alive, but the police were likely aware that, like Layla, she could be seriously injured and in need of medical attention.
Nigga, but how do I
If
make...
that was the case, every passing moment decreased her chance of survival. For the time being, though, her family was left in an exhausting state of limbo. The situation was made infinitely worse by rumors that Camille had been caught up in the shooting. Frustratingly, the police still had no concrete answers for her family. They had to hope that Chris, Rob, and Taj would ultimately provide an explanation. They got even closer when Chris continued with more of the story, but once again, the details started to get shaky.
Was the car driving whenever they got shot?
No, it was just like, it stopped, and then like it kept going. Like, when I hopped out the car, it kept going with it.
Where did the car keep going when it kept going?
Like, to a dumpster.
Did you get back in the car?
Yeah, I got back.
I mean, did you want to get back in the car, or did you not? No, you didn't want to. Okay, what made you get back in that car? Explain to me that.
Because he had a gun, I thought he was going to get to shoot at me. Because if I was just with him and if I was just with him, he just killed somebody. And he probably would kill me too, because he think I was a snitch.
On the contrary, Rob said that he was the one who jumped out of the car.
When he shot Layla, I got out the car because the blood started dripping. I ain't wanted to get on me.
Taj claimed the same thing.
I get out of the car, they still shooting because it was like 4 to 6 shots. I don't know exactly how many shots it was, but it was a couple shots, bro. So at this point, we hear this lady.
There's a
this
couple
lady's
shots,
over
bro.
there, like I'm running. I'm trying to hide in the forest. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Bro,
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
have
everything.
trank bombs.
This lady, hey, what's going on over there? He sees me.
I have like
guess he
2,
run
but
back over there, I'll run
I'm
over
pretty
there,
sure you
and
only
he's
need
like,
2, but still.
This, that, and the third. So I'm like, I'm just do what he tell me to do. I just want to go home. So.
The only thing that this established was that at least one of the boys had gotten out of the car. But this wasn't news, as the woman who saw the car hit the dumpster also told police that she saw a male figure running around shortly after she heard gunshots and saw the crash. The detectives decided not to challenge the boys on this front for now, and pushed for the truth on more important matters instead. They started with Rob.
What happened to Layla? Where did they...
I don't know. Taj threw Layla out the car and hopped in the driver's seat and started driving.
Rob said Taj repeated the process a short time later.
Taj pulled body out the car, patted him down the cannon. He grabbed the cannon, got back in the driver's seat, and he drove off.
Was that next to Layla where she was pulled out?
No, it was in a different spot.
This made sense to police because the second crime scene, where Michael's body was found, didn't have much blood. There were, however, what appeared to be drag marks leading from the road towards the brush where the body lay.
Did you help take... I ain't touch nobody. I ain't touch a body. I ain't touch nothing. I swear to God, I ain't touch nothing. Once they was dead, I said, take me home, man. Take me home.
Yet Taj said that wasn't how it happened.
Life is full of distractions, like this clarinet solo. But you don't have to put up with distractions in your photos. With distraction removal, Adobe Photoshop can automatically delete unwanted elements like wires and people. We're working on the clarinet. Try it at Photoshop.com.
Rob drives. He pulled Layla out out of the car. That's why she got left by the dumpster. He starts driving. He's driving. We go around the corner. He goes over to Sosa. Sosa had, I think, in his somewhere on him. So he pulled Sosa out of the car. He just dragged him over in some woods or something.
And were you driving the car?
No, I was not driving the car. Yeah.
The detectives asked Chris similar questions.
Did you pull her out of the car?
What is Rob doing during all this?
He was saying that.
What's he saying?
He was like, oh, he was like, go.
And what happened next?
Then he drove all the way out there in Alcala. And he tried to put the thing in the river, but I think got stuck or something.
What thing are you talking about? The car. Okay.
Once again, the detectives already had information that would let them know if one of the boys was lying. The search of Forest Lakes Park had finally paid off, leading police to another grisly and tragic discovery. Taj picked up the story again to tell his version of what they did with Layla's car.
When we get over here to this lake, it's dark as hell. 3-5 get out of the car. He get out of the car, Rob tells him, hey, start wiping everything down. So he started wiping everything down. He's wiping everything down. The door handles everything. He's wiping everything down. So after he started wiping everything down, I think Rob takes
Bro,
Layla phone or
this bouncing shit is not cute, bro.
Throw him in the lake. Watch, throw him in the lake.
The lake in question turned out to be 5.5 miles or 8.8 kilometers outside Forest Lakes Park, but police had no question that this was the scene they were looking for. When they dredged the lake, they recovered the 2 phones from the water, which were determined to be Michael and Layla's. But this wasn't the only evidence they found. Taj attempted to explain what was found as he continued his story, starring Rob as the mastermind of the crime.
He tell 3-5, get in the car, drive the car into the lake, for whatever reason.
When the detectives asked Chris, though, he said he was nowhere near the car at that point.
Were you in the car when it was going in the river, or?
Bro, this is when the monsters are getting fucking annoying, bro.
You were out of the car.
Bro!
I don't know. I left. I was running back to my house.
What did he say he did with the car after that time? I didn't ask all of that. I didn't ask that.
What about the guns that were used?
I don't know where those at either.
Oh, it's barely in the lake. Like when he drive, it might be the 2 front tires in the lake. It might be a little bit more in the hood, but the back of the car, all that's still out of the lake.
That was exactly how
like
the
anything
police
else hit me.
discovered the car. What
Everything
they
else
found
hit me,
inside was more
but
gruesome than they had ever anticipated. Back with Chris, he continued his tale.
Describe to me the clothes that you were wearing that night when all these bad things happened. What happened to them?
They
get mad.
wanted us to burn.
Who wanted you to burn them? Did you have blood or something on them?
No,
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
Like Detective Fender said, we processed that car front to back, top to bottom, bottom to top 3 times. 3 days worth of actual forensic work, several forensic people. I don't think you could have sat anywhere in that car and not got blood on you.
I think it was something in my shoes.
I'm standing over here scared as like I think it's blood all over me, but it's dark, so I don't know. But I think it's blood all over me.
Rob said burning the clothes was all Taj. Taj, of course, said it was Rob. Regardless of who
Why
had
am
got
I
it,
bouncing?
Police found the remains of clothing in a burn pile in the forest, including pieces of shoes, sweatpants, and sweatshirts. However, this was not the only clothing item that was discovered intact. Chris's shoes, which he described as Nike slides, were found discarded in the bushes, and a single glove was found near Michael's body. Another was found near the lake. The police asked Taj about this.
So were you wearing gloves at this time? Like
Yes, I was wearing gloves because, like I said, I was supposed to go hit.
And what about Rob?
Rob was wearing gloves too. Yeah, Rob was wearing gloves.
Taj revealed that the original plan was for the group to go car
Ooh,
hopping
I'm
that
getting
night,
real angry.
which was why he was wearing gloves and a ski mask. But police had to wonder if there was a far darker reason the boys brought these items.
Like, bro.
For now, the detectives wrapped up the conversation with Rob.
Do you feel a little better now that you were honest? Did you need to get that off your chest?
Rob!
I just snitched on everybody and
The detective stepped out, but little did Rob know that his night at the police station was far from over.
Oh my,
There
here
was a
we go.
lot more that he needed to fess up to, but for now, he was left alone with his mother.
Charge you. Because you really didn't even come forward. Didn't come forward. I'm talking about when it happened. I just told you everything. I'm just letting you know, Rob. You don't understand. I'm gonna get charged for murder. Mama didn't want me to be snitching on everybody. If I was gonna get charged, why did you make me snitch? I said I don't know. Alright. What's the point of snitching?
We're gonna ask you to step out now. Hey, Mama. Wait, hey, is my mama still here?
Yeah, she's still.
Wait, Mama.
Talk to me. Give me.
Okay,
she's talking with someone.
can you see if they do charge me? Can you see if she can give me a lawyer? I didn't kill anybody.
Relax.
Can you ask her, please?
Rob waited, asking the detective stationed
Like,
at
this
the
nigga's
door
so big,
several
he clipping
times to
through
bring
shit.
his mother back, but she had left to go back to work. Before she did, she informed police that she did not want Rob answering any more questions without a lawyer present. Rob was not on board with this plan.
Is your mama still with you? Hold on. How can I get charged for murder? Listen, can you explain it to me? Hold on. We got it. We're taking your DNA, okay?
While the police took Rob's DNA, fingerprints, and photos, he continued to ask them how it was possible that he would be charged with murder.
Listen, can I tell you the situation, please?
I heard it. Listen, let them do their thing. Your mama's not here yet. We can't talk to you.
She's close?
I don't know how far she got, but she is on her way.
Rob's interrogation might have been on pause, but the conversation with Chris remained in full swing. The questions he faced were about to get a whole lot harder.
They executed a search warrant on the house, which they did collect some things, and I'd like to talk to you about those things too.
Hmm?
But because you, because it looked like a surprise on that.
Yeah, like what was in my house that got to do with this homicide?
I will, and I'm going to tell you about that because, like I said, I'm not going to leave anything out.
It's, I can tell you it's pretty damning. I guess I would use that word.
So, serious?
Do you own any firearms, ma'am? Does anyone in your home own a firearm? Okay, because I'm pretty sure they found one or two firearms in the house. And I'm sure you guys have watched CSI, right? We can take a firearm, we can shoot it. That round that you shoot, we can take, and we can put it into a computer
and tell you what who got,
and actually compare it to other fired casings, like the shell from the bullet. How?
Reaper, you tell me who the guns from. How would you hold guns from where you know something that dumb just happened? That was stupid.
When Reaper gave you these, you think that they're going to be related to this?
I think so.
Describe to me why you think that.
Because he said, put these up, make sure your mama don't find them.
And the gun that you saw X-Man use, was it either one of those two guns?
I think so.
Meanwhile, Rob continued to wait.
Didn't kill Didn't kill anybody. I don't want to be charged. I do not want to be charged.
Eventually, the detectives did come back to speak with him, since he was insistent on saying
Oh
more,
my God.
even though his mother did not return to the station.
All right, so, you know, I explained to you what your mom said on the phone, right? She didn't want us to ask you any more questions about a lawyer presence from you. You reapproached me a couple times, and you said that you wanted to discuss.
I'm gonna just take that move off. I don't know why I gave that shit.
Make sure that we're clear that you don't have to answer a question. You don't have to talk to us at this point. But you've stated to me that it's my case. I want to talk to you.
Because Rob's mom was no longer present, they read him his Miranda rights again. Right off the bat, he admitted to additional involvement.
Fight me, nigga.
Taj told me to help him pull the body out of the trunk and throw it in the lake.
Here you go running.
He grabs it. He's trying to pull a leg. He was like, "Bro, it's heavy. I need help." So I grabbed one leg. I tried to help. I was like, "Bro, it's too heavy. I don't want to do this." Put the thing down. Left the girl in the trunk. Because I told him I didn't want to help him. Like,
Rob went on to tell a long, rambling tale about selling his gun the day before the crimes took place. The detectives hear him out before dropping a bombshell.
And that's an issue because we have that gun now.
No, that's not.
It was at 3-5's house. You said you sold it.
I did. That's not my gun. That one's not mine. That's not
the
my
same
gun.
In addition to this, the police strongly suspected Rob had stolen the firearm.
You might tell the truth that you didn't pull a trigger, but you knew this was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen.
I did not know this.
The detectives had a similar exchange with Taj.
We've sent some of the casings off to be examined already. It's not back, I'll tell you that. Otherwise, we would probably be having this conversation. That those casings aren't going to come back, like he said, to a third gun.
To a third gun, they shouldn't.
Multiple casings were found at all three crime scenes, but especially near the car at the lake. Even if the boys weren't budging on the issue of who shot who, lab tests would reveal the truth in due time. In the meantime, the detectives brought up something two of the boys in particular were probably dreading.
Let's talk about the trunk trunk of that
Smack that nigga, bro. Holy fuck.
There's another part that we haven't talked about.
Trunk.
Mm-hmm.
It was a girl in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me to open the trunk, and he shot her.
Where did he tell you to open the trunk from?
He told me to open the trunk from the inside, like the inside.
Okay.
And whenever you pulled that open, tell me about what you saw in there.
All I seen was luggage, and then he said move, and then he shot.
Okay. You said all you saw was luggage?
Luggage and it was like a girl.
And what part of her body could you see? Could you see her feet, her hair, her hand? Describing
I
what?
seen hair.
I did not even know it was another person in the trunk at all.
Okay. So you just riding around and she just in there?
Yeah, I mean, we rode around like that before, though.
Just because there ain't no room for all the people?
Just because there ain't no room for all the people.
When you go to open up that seat, what were you thinking in your head?
Like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I was confused. I was like, I was thinking like there's a person back there.
Did this person say something? Describe to me what you heard. What you heard whenever you opened that seat up. What noises?
All I heard was somebody telling me to watch out, and I heard gunshot. 2 gunshots.
Pickle sop.
Tragically, the third victim was determined to be none other than Camille. Her body was discovered 2 days after Layla was found on April 1st. Like Chris said, she'd been shot twice. The location of her wounds indicated that her death had been no accident. It was highly unlikely that Camille had been shot once in the back and once in the head by chance.
Like, I had to push her
As
ass
soon
off
as
of
she
you,
was
bro. She just up
identified,
here
law
fucking
enforcement
twerking.
made contact with
She
her
don't even
aunt
got her
Amy
period.
for a difficult conversation.
So you probably know why we're here. Where we've been investigating the incident that happened Friday involving Layla and the other individual that was found deceased.
You know, it took us a little while because we couldn't positively identify her, so it took us a little while. But, you know, we're certain that it's Camille that is now deceased.
Probably to detectives' surprise, Amy remained stoic. As it turned out, she already knew Camille was deceased.
The grandpa of Layla actually came to my house when I found your card, telling me that Camille was deceased and how are you doing is what he told me. They were talking about it at the hospital that Camille was deceased already. I had a mother call me at midnight last night that, my phone has not stopped.
While Amy tried to come to terms with the loss of her niece, the detectives at the police station asked Chris more about the specifics of Camille's murder.
No, I wanted to.
What happened after he shot her?
He closed it, and we left.
How many times did he shoot her?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna.
I think once, twice.
What is it? One
Twice.
Twice? Okay. Do you know what part of her body he shot her?
No, when I opened it, he go empty, so I looked away.
As if this wasn't horrific enough, Taj put forth an even more disturbing version of events. Predictably, he insisted he was not the shooter. The culprit he named was spine-chilling.
Who folds the seat down?
3-5, because he was on the side, so he hops out of the car, right? He can get out of the car, flip the seat down, boom, hit her once. So he shot her once.
Where did he shoot her?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't see exactly where he shot her at all. And then she's not dead yet, so Rob sees that and he shoots her to make sure she's dead. So Layla got one headshot and then Camille got two because she wasn't dead yet.
For once, Rob agreed with Taj, at least partially. Before his mom left the police station, he told this to the police.
It was 3-5 that did that. 3-5 dropped the seat and shot the girl, and he shot her in the head. And Ty's like, shoot the in the back, shoot the back. 3-5 dropped the back seat and he shot the girl. She was still alive. He's like, finish her. So he shot it again.
3-5, police knew, was Chris's street name. Still, something wasn't quite right.
This nigga 3-5,
After getting
bro.
this far, the police were not willing to accept anything short of the full truth.
Now, Reaper, Rob, there's a lot of similarities that are overlapping here, but there's definitely a discrepancy that Rob told us about what happened to the person in the trunk.
So they trying to make him the shooter, right? Yeah, that's what y'all leaving out. I mean, be honest. Be honest. We being all being honest here. Just be honest. Is he the shooter? That's what they're saying. That's all y'all gotta do. That's all you gotta do is just say that. I mean, stop going around it.
I can tell you that he is not. You, Chris, are not being blamed for those people in the front seat.
In the back seat is what the trunk is the one that
we have some issues with the trunk.
I'm gonna keep it real about it.
Tell us.
Be honest, baby. It's okay.
Because you're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better once you talk about what it's.
Tell me. Say it. Just say it.
He said, if I ain't do it, you gonna kill everybody I know.
So tell us what you did.
He said, AJ, you gonna kill everybody I know.
Yeah. Who made you do it? Who is it?
Rob.
Rob made you do it?
Yeah.
He said he gonna kill everybody you know. Well, who is the X-Man?
I don't know who that is.
Now, did you?
Just calm down.
Ah, fucked up.
Yet again, Rob said something different. Before his mom left the station, he had shared this information.
Taj made him kill the person, or he was gonna kill 3-5.
Is that what he said? He told it?
He told 3-5, if you don't kill this girl, I'm gonna shoot you in your head.
Let's go on here. He said that he would kill everybody you know, and you did fire a gun. Tell me about what you did.
I think I shot the girl. I don't know where it was, but and then he came up and shot her too.
Okay.
Who did?
Rob.
Okay. So when you shot her, what gun did you use when you shot her?
The ex dude gave me the Scott.
If Chris used Taj's firearm, that would explain why they only found 2 weapons during the search warrant. This brought up another question, though, which the detectives had addressed with Rob and his mom.
So that's my concern here, is that you said that Taj was pretty much orchestrated this and was concerned that 3-5 would snitch on him. So he made him
3-5 do that.
But you saying that he was completely fine with you not taking any part of that?
Yes, with me, he just told me, if you snitch, I'm gonna kill you.
With his mom there, Rob insisted that he was innocent. Now that she was gone, though, the police hoped he might be more forthcoming.
I honestly don't think you're a cold-blooded killer. I know Taj, I've dealt with him, and I've dealt with you. And there's a reason I wanted to talk to you. Because I don't think you're that dude. I don't think you're a cold-blooded killer. Taj,
I'd be sick if
I don't know anything about 3-5.
Yo, what's up, bro? I'd be sick if that nigga told me that,
I'm
though.
telling you that when
I'm not a cold-blooded killer.
I'd
be like, bro,
you
okay.
shot someone.
I wouldn't
There
actually.
is no explaining that.
Evidence is gonna tell you that I'm there, but all I can tell you is that I didn't shoot nobody.
Did you shoot Layla? No. Because I got information that somebody that was in their car had
Nah, this is Generations Ultimate. This is
So somebody
before
else did.
Rise, like before World,
Okay.
before World
Your brother's talking.
came out.
Is there any reason why he would be telling people that you shot one?
It's that old.
If you didn't do it.
Police likely used this as a tactic to get Rob to talk and hopefully reveal the truth. Perhaps this was how Amy knew Camille was deceased before the detectives contacted her. In Chris's interrogation room, his mother struggled to come to terms with what he'd done.
You shot somebody that's dead, boy. What the
Nah, dead ass, bro.
This is a homicide. This is 3 people. Man, this is something that's serious. You gonna kill my family. What am I supposed to do?
That's why.
I understand. That's what we were trying to tell you from the beginning.
Chris, take a deep
How you
breath.
been today, bro? You
Take
chilling,
a
bro?
deep breath. Now listen to me. When you say that someone threatens your family and threatens you, I need to put it in the report. Take it.
Bruh. Generations Ultimate is crazy.
Chris's mom didn't
love
have
it.
an answer to that. She asked one of the detectives if she could step out for a moment to compose herself.
He know where I live, and he knows my whole family. He was gonna kill my whole family.
Are you talking about Reaper, or are you talking about Stavo?
Reaper? He was gonna kill my.
Let's talk about X-Man real quick. I think you know who X is, and I think you're scared of him. Rightfully so.
They both said it was gonna kill my family.
Okay.
They both said that? Did they ever point a gun at you or anything like that?
Yeah.
Who pointed a gun at you?
The X-Man. He was like, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I'm gonna kill you down. Kill your mom.
Rob also told
Yo,
the
mama.
detectives that he and Chris were in serious danger at the time of the crime.
So let me tell you something about Taj. Taj tell you he finna do something, and you decide not to do it with him, then I probably would have died with them.
So were you afraid of Taj that night? Because
if I did not do what Taj wanted me to do, I would have died.
Yes, sir,
that
bro.
night
I'm trying to be on
with
cloud
them.
nine.
Taj is that bad a dude?
Trying to be, bro.
Taj, on the
Got
other
to be.
hand, claimed Rob always planned to let him take the blame.
If anything, if one of us go down to anything, Todd, it was you. You did it. Everything. You did it. Legit. You shot everybody in the car. It was not me.
I be procrastinating hard though. So I'm honestly, bro, I think it's just I don't know. I think it's just a gang thing, bro. We just be procrastinating, and then at the last moment we're like, all right, bro, and then you get that shit done, and then you feeling nice. You feeling nice afterwards. You like, yeah, I did that shit.
If he got caught up, then then he was gonna go find my mama. The whole night I did not have a gun.
Rob continued with his story, claiming that he only participated out of fear.
Did Taj tell
Nice,
you
I
to
can
put
finally
the gun
make
to
this
somebody?
shit. I want to put that on my cat, my other cat.
He told me he gonna kill Sosa. He wanted me to shoot Layla, and then he wanted 3-5 to shoot the girl in the back. I told him I didn't want to do it. Told me if I didn't do it, he was gonna kill me.
You hold the gun to her.
How's that Dune?
Yeah, but I tried to shoot it, but it
How's the
clicked.
Dune show?
I was
never a Dune. I was never a Dune guy. How is that, bro? I know it's crazy. It's like Star Wars, but crazier. Take out the space, of course, you know.
Cocked back. I tried to shoot it and it clicked twice, so this Stavo just did it itself. That's why. I'm thinking my gun wasn't coming back.
Listen.
I'm telling y'all the truth, and y'all still think I'm lying. Like, what I'm supposed to do, bro?
Okay.
So how long before he actually pointed the gun, he told you to shoot Layla?
We was already in the car. Like, he put it in his notes, showed me, and then deleted the note.
When was that in the night? How early? How much before?
That was like right before it happened.
Did you shoot that girl in the trunk?
In the trunk?
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't there.
3-5 shot that girl in the trunk.
Still, the police suspected something was being left out.
Was she still moving after you shot her?
He said she was still breathing or something.
Who said that, X-Man or Rob?
Did you shoot the girl once or did you shoot her twice? I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
I shot her once, and he shot her again.
Chris was talking about Rob. Thankfully, the police were finally getting somewhere with him, too.
You shot her once.
How many times did you shoot her?
Once.
You shot her once? Where'd you shoot her?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. There ain't no question. There ain't no question where she was shot. You talk about one end to the other. Where'd you shoot her?
I just shot, bro. I seen her and I shot.
Why?
Because she was still alive. She was gonna snitch on us all. We was all gonna go to jail for life. I didn't want to do none of it. If I didn't kill that girl, Stavo was going to kill me. I swear to God.
What the fuck?
In her eyes, she's dead.
Finally, the truth came out. Ballistics reports comparing shell cases found at the scene to the firearms found in Chris's house indicated a match. Whether or not there was a third shooter remained to be seen.
I did not want it to happen. I never wanted that to happen. Like, I never wanted to kill anybody. I never wanted to shoot anybody. I never want any of that to happen. I just wanted to get a little bit of money.
The detectives made one last effort with Taj.
People already ended up there because of you guys' craziness.
No, not my craziness. It's not my craziness.
Were you going to rob them and it was like either you had to do what you had to do or a finger slipped and it scared everybody in the car and then it's too late at that point.
Yeah, I feel you, but
that makes more sense than the story that they're telling, that you planned to kill these people, that from the beginning of the night.
I didn't shoot no gun.
We talked to Rob and we talked to Chris for hours.
That
For
should've
whatever
stunned them,
reason,
bro.
one of them was more afraid of
Or
bringing you
staggered,
into the
at
middle of
least.
this than they were Rob. So for that story that Rob's this guy that's threatening everybody, or his people threatening people, or your people, I just don't see that.
But Taj remained stalwart, insisting that he had never used a firearm that night. The detectives hoped that unpacking one final secret could be the key to determining the truth about his involvement. They turned back to Rob to accomplish this. Like Chris and his mom, Rob was also given a jacket to keep warm in the cold police station. But he used it in a less typical way. Even as he tried to get comfortable in the interrogation room, one of the detectives returned to unpack a final secret to try to pull the case together.
The KTM, what exactly, what is it that you guys do? What is it? Like a gang?
No. It's the first time we did something.
So how many people like consider themselves a part of
They
the
throwing my
KTM?
cat around.
A few of us, me, Gustavo, 3-5.
Rob's list went on. Nicknames for most of the KTM members, not
Damn,
their
I might have to
real
watch
names.
it. I might have to tap in.
Notably, Michael, Layla, and Camille were not included.
I was the leader of it.
Chris was somehow even less willing to give up the details of KTM.
What's the deal with the KTM thing? Huh?
Might have to pull some inspiration from that. Like, actually.
I know Reaper has the tattoo. What does it mean?
I went the wrong fucking way.
Cutthroat? Cutthroat mentality? Does that sound right? What exactly is that? Like just a made-up gang name, or?
One of Michael's close friends eventually came forward, provided the police would keep his identity anonymous, and confirmed that KTM was indeed a gang. His description of their activities was chilling.
Their mentality is a mentality that they'll do anything to you and not give a just to get the money.
Yo, that shit hit the fuck out of her.
What they want, basically.
With that, the detectives had all the information they needed to move forward with the case. It
Bro,
had taken
okay.
8 hours each to get the truth from Rob and Chris. The detectives stepped out, leaving Ashley and Chris alone for a few moments.
Listen, it's not over.
Yes, it is.
It's not over. It's not over. You just better pray and hope that the gun that you shot her with wasn't murder.
Ashley also had some devastating news to deliver that was sure to upset him further.
I'm gonna go to jail. So when I leave him, top. That's I got one. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna be trying to figure out something. I'm gonna try to get out of this. When I get out of here, I'm trying to get you home.
Ashley had a
meat
warrant
chops.
out for her arrest, and in order to be with her son while he was interrogated, turned herself in to police. She was charged with possession of cocaine and methamphetamine and taken to county jail. Chris, Rob, and Taj were all taken to juvenile detention, and on May 15, 2023, a grand jury indicted all 3 boys. Preparations began to take the case to trial, where they will be tried as adults. Taj and Rob are both facing 3 counts of murder in the first degree because, tragically, Layla did not survive her injuries. She passed away just days after Camille's body was discovered. Taj also has been charged with robbery with a firearm, tampering with evidence, tampering with an electronic monitoring device, carjacking while armed, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and grand theft auto. Rob had a similarly long list of charges in addition to 3 counts of murder, including armed burglary, grand theft of a firearm, petty theft, robbery with a firearm, and tampering with evidence. Chris, meanwhile, was only charged with 1 count of murder for Camille, whom he admitted to shooting while she was in the trunk. The other charges against him were dropped, including grand theft of a firearm and burglary. However, he's now facing an additional charge of battery after getting into a fight while incarcerated. Currently, all 3 boys have entered pleas of not guilty, but the trial is ongoing. What the court finds and how justice will be served for Layla, Michael, and Camille remains to be seen.
How do you spell your first name? My name is Cassandra, C-A-S-S.
And see, that's what I like. That's what I like about my nigga dreading, bro. Or not dreading. That's what I like about my nigga explore with us, bro. You could just be chilling. That shit just smooth transitions into the next shit. Like, y'all heard that shit? We already on the next video, bro. We're on the next video.
D-R, I-T-Z. Yeah, the last name.
Okay, hold on. This not my nigga though. Hold on, let me change it.
We're going to watch the questioning of a man who is.
I already done seen this shit. I already saw the other one, but that shit's just funny to me, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Not that, like, you know, people dying and shit is funny. Blah blah blah. But that shit's just funny to me.
Ready to unlock Roblox digital gift cards?
All right, now you're watching the Predator catch, bro.
Into your own hand or not notifying and educate the public.
Oh yeah. Pew pew. How's it going, Hunter?
Yeah.
How's it going? Got a package for you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. My name's Gordon.
Nice to meet you.
It's about some messages to Julie and Lily online. Mind if we have a conversation about it? We can talk in private. Nobody's home.
I'm sorry?
It's got some messages online on Instagram. But we can just have a conversation. I don't want the neighbors over here. I'm not here to hurt you or anything like that. Here, do you mind?
Can we sit over here?
Yeah, that would be great. Anybody home with you right now?
No, sir.
Okay. You can just put your phone up if you don't mind. All right. Well, my name's Gordon. Sorry to meet you like this.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. Mind if I scoot closer?
No, you're fine right there.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So what you up to today?
Nothing.
All right. Do you like work or anything?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you don't have to tell me where, but like, what do you do for work?
Just customer service.
All right. Oh, so you work from home?
No, retail.
Okay. Well, I appreciate what you do. I've definitely had some frustrating experiences at retail, so I appreciate people like you. If you'll do a good job, that is. So, yeah, but I just want to kind of talk about some messages here because, you know, obviously I know you're on the younger side, right? You're 25, 27? 25. So, you know, I know you're on the younger side, so I don't think, you know, I'm not trying to put...
Can we just get to this, please?
Yeah, I'm not trying to put the foot down here or anything.
I just have a... Are you the one behind these messages? Are you behind these?
No.
Are you the father? Who are you?
We're a group called Kid Protectors USA. We make sure that kids don't talk to adults online, vice versa.
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
Thank you for being honest.
And if this would have... I'm going to get straight to it.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew this was who you were behind these people, I wouldn't have done these. Like, these girls... I'm guessing this was you messaging.
Go on.
I'm guessing this was you. If these were just regular girls, I would have just been perfectly fine with them. If I knew this was you, like, knew you, I wouldn't have talked to them.
Right.
Like,
right.
I do apologize if this has come up.
For sure.
Like, I wasn't trying to cause problems.
For sure. For sure.
So, I do hate that you had to come up here
Okay,
and do
we
this,
can't
but
kill him.
Yeah.
I was not trying to cause problems.
Okay, so if they were like, so if they were real, you would.
And I don't want to waste my
but
shit.
If you knew it was this, you wouldn't have.
No, of course not.
Okay.
I wouldn't have even. I would have talked to him like a person. I wouldn't have even done, like, what you see.
Mm-hmm. So, so I guess you kind of know what I'm talking to you about then.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate it because customer service people need to be honest. I appreciate your honesty.
Yes.
Okay. So, you just want to kind of cut to the chase and then just kind of go over it and figure it out.
What do you mean?
Like, just kind of go over what was said, kind of why, and.
No, I have the messages. You're fine.
Okay. All right. Well,
I can delete them. Delete the people.
Who do you think I'm talking to you about?
The two girls.
Yeah.
I don't want to give out their names because I don't know who they are. So, I mean.
Okay, but Lily and Julie.
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. I can
tuning
delete
in.
them.
Welcome
You
to
can
the
get on your
stream.
way.
Welcome to
I
the
do
stream.
apologize if this had to bring up.
Okay.
We just
Well,
chilling,
you know,
listening to
also-
shit, playing
you know,
Monster Hunter.
I also understand you are 25, and
Yeah.
you know you're on the younger
I was
side.
just trying to look for friends. And
Yeah.
They, whoever they were, they seemed nice.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Well,
I wasn't trying to cause problems.
no problem, no problem. I mean, you know, do you know why I'm talking to you about them though?
I would assume because you saw. I guess you saw me sending stuff, and you had the preference that you had the. I guess you assumed that I was. I would assume.
Okay, but why would I? I mean, I'm not saying I assume that, but why do you think that could be an assumption?
Because you see me sending pictures to her and sending pictures to them.
Yeah, but you can send pictures to anybody.
Yes, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, is there something about them that made sending pictures kind of questionable?
I guess they were. I don't know if I would have questioned them.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed legit.
Okay. No, I mean, is there anything about like, is there something they told you that made sending pictures to them maybe not the most appropriate?
Not really.
Okay. Well, how old did Lily and Julie say they were?
I would say 15.
I'm sorry, I need that blue sharpness.
I would say 15.
Okay.
I need it.
Say 15.
Okay. Got it. Both of them or one of them or?
Don't remember.
Okay. I mean, were you aware both were like under 16?
I think so. Believe so. Yes.
Okay. So that's what I kind of want to go over because obviously there looked to be some pictures sent.
Is your gentleman, is your driver recording this?
Yeah, of course, I'm on your property. I'm not going to have you say that I tried to hurt you. That'd be insanity. Because I'm a bigger guy. I could be intimidating to people. I know you can handle your own self, but dude, I'm not trying to have anybody.
Is he a part of this too?
They're with me, yeah, for safety. Like if you came out, like.
Yeah, does he know the reason why you're out here, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like, dude, as long as you're transparent with me, I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
Okay. And I appreciate that, dude.
Can I just get this clear that these girls are fake people, or are they real little girls?
Oh, well, I'll tell you the truth about that. Yeah, we were posing as them.
Okay. And who was the one? Were you the gentleman behind them?
No, I was not.
Was it a girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It was a girl, adult. That was
Oh
behind
my!
them.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to know, like, who was getting in the minds of these girls.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, man, like I
shouldn't have
said,
done
I'll
that.
be fully transparent with you. Any questions you have for me, I'm down to answer them as well. So.
All right, bro, hold on. Let me feed this fucking fat ass cat, bro.
We kind of just started like the past year or so. Just we're kind of local in the area.
And do y'all have like a
All right, give me a sec. My fault.
mainstream Instagram page that y'all post, like, not like post to expose people,
Sure.
but like give awareness?
Yeah, we do have that, indeed, but there's very few people that we actually expose. Like, you know, it's trust me, it's not the person whose house I go to. It's the person who's actively, you know, going out with an ice cream truck. You know, that type of shit. Yeah. So, and trust me, they're not 25 to 50 or 60.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
A little bit more scarier.
Yes.
Yeah,
no doubt, man.
Okay.
Okay. So, what kind of pictures do you think I could be asking you about today? All right.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. No, like I said, I know what I did. I can delete them.
Okay.
Get out of the way.
All right.
But as long as I knew this is what was happening, I'm fine with deleting it all.
So
I like the awareness that you did.
Thank you. Like,
it did bring my eyes open.
Good.
So I appreciate it.
I appreciate you too. I just got to ask though, like, why did you send it to these two people who said they were young?
I don't know. I've been single for 10 years.
Okay.
And so it's just, I don't know. I guess it was just that wanting
Just somebody to talk to you.
Yeah, and like that attraction kind of thing, like approval.
Okay.
Because I haven't.
Okay.
And so
What's your?
It's fine with it.
Oh, okay.
So like.
That's why you kind of walked a little bit.
You
Okay.
saw me walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just I don't know. I haven't had that approval in a while.
Mhm.
It just felt like I needed it at the time.
Mhm.
And like I said, if I knew they were older, it would have been better situation.
Right.
But I do apologize.
No, absolutely, and I know obviously you follow adults too. Like
Yes.
I know you're not out there prowling
You've looked at my entire page, right?
Yeah.
I figured you did some digging.
Right. Like if I thought you were like a threat, I guess you could say, I wouldn't be the one talking to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Okay.
Is that neighbor or something? Or?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and if anybody walks up for whatever reason, I'll just change the subject. It's fine with me. Did y'all ever talk like on any other apps besides Instagram?
Just that.
Just Instagram?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess they randomly added me or something.
Sure.
Whoever y'all added me somewhere.
Okay. Did y'all ever? Do you have any? Do you message other people on other apps? Like, do you like talk to women on other apps at all?
Not really. No.
Okay. Maybe you should get out there more. Like, what other apps do you have right now?
I have Snapchat and Facebook. That's about it. But
okay. Do you have like Kick or anything?
Oh no.
No.
That started a whole different.
Really?
That's went down a rabbit hole I didn't want to go back to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about Telegram? Same. Okay.
That and Reddit.
Oh. Well.
Surprisingly, Reddit too.
Well, you don't have to tell me about rap. I know Reddit's full of.
So I'm trying to lean off of stuff that'll get me down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, it can be a little bit tempting.
So like Instagram, that account I barely use anymore. So I have like a second one that I just recently made.
For sure.
So like for real people, or like trying to get real connections. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's just I really need to delete that account.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just hard to lean off of.
So that's kind of my thing. Lily told you she was 13 and Julie told you she was 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, does that kind of ring a bell now?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So I know you said 15 at first, kind of sugarcoated. I understand it. Everybody does that.
I can't read off the top of my head.
Yeah, no problem. But you remember them saying 12, 13? Okay. So I kind of wanted to ask, because, I figured it was something like that, because, I look at you who works in customer service, who, I guess you live with mom and dad?
Yeah.
Okay, you're obviously a good kid and stuff. And, I was reading these, and I'm like, dude, you are not the same person who travels with the ice cream truck and who just does a bunch of, I'm like, this isn't Hunter. So that's what I was thinking, because, when you mentioned Kick and Telegram, I was like, and you talk about rabbit hole on there, I was like, oh, that's kind of what put this in his head. So, I told you from the get-go, I do want to actually go after real bad guys.
Yes.
So can you kind of help me with that Kick and Telegram rabbit hole? Or if there's a difference between the two?
I don't want to download those again.
Okay.
So if that's what you're trying to get at.
No, I'm not.
I don't want to download those to get myself in the rabbit hole.
Right.
If you want me to download them and find people,
Mm-hmm.
then I understand that, but I just can't.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to ask you to.
So like, if I'm out working and I can see like physically attacks, then I can.
Yeah, no, don't trust me. If Telegram and Kick were, a little bit crazy, then don't go back on those. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so let's just talk about kind of like your past experience. Maybe you can
I
give me some.
honestly don't want to talk about them.
Okay.
I don't want to get that. I don't want to get into the past anymore.
Or were these like groups or something, or?
Let's see. So Reddit and Telegram were, yes.
Okay. And what was Kick?
I think those were just bots. Like,
okay.
I don't know if you've encountered those before, but they're like just like bots that like try.
Yeah.
And that got into a rabbit hole as well.
Really? Did that rabbit hole ever go to the underage stuff?
Yeah. To a point, I caught it multiple times, and then I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It just got too much.
Yeah. Okay, so there's groups on Telegram with like underage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you know like what languages they're typically in?
Oh, I don't know the exact languages, but they looked foreign.
Okay, so not English.
No, they were probably Indian.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying not to stereotype them, but
I don't give a.
So like hacking Indians.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know how typically hackers, you'll label them as Indian.
Yes, and around your end or something.
So so basically that.
But it wasn't like ABCD, like not any letters we can recognize.
No.
Okay.
Like Chinese, Indian.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah, those people really have no limits, do they?
Yeah.
So, how many people were in these groups usually?
200 plus.
No way. All into that.
Yes.
You're crazy, dude.
And they were about half of them were foreign.
Wow.
So
I want to say you're lying, but for some reason I believe you on this. It's crazy, dude.
because you know, children.
Yeah.
Like, and then the arranged marriages.
Oh yeah, like dowries and all that. Like you pay a certain amount. Yeah. Holy. So what would these? Because obviously, you know, I obviously can't fly to India and just go save the world. Yeah. But you know, I could pass off. You know.
What really needs to be done is the dark web. The dark web just needs to have no access.
Oh really?
That's how these people are sending these pictures.
They find it from the dark web. So what are they posting in these Telegram groups?
Anything and everything.
Okay, like so. I'm just gonna throw out this
like child. Like,
oh my god.
Like dog.
Of a kid.
Like yeah, like.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that, like, everything involving those two, like, yeah.
Wait, so have you seen films of kids that these people have posted? So
like these niggas just be exposing themselves hard.
So, I hate to ask you to relive this. I'm not asking you to. I'm not asking you to.
Ask one question.
Yes, I'm not asking you to download this again, okay, or to do anything.
One question.
Okay.
One question.
Can you describe kind of what happens in this film, like, at least in your experience that you've seen of like a kid or something?
It's been too long that I remember.
Okay, well, I'm not saying go into every detail, but kind of give me a brief synopsis of what happened.
I don't remember. It was 2 years ago. I don't remember.
Was it okay? Where would they have posted this?
What do you mean?
Like, where did they?
Like report it?
No. We'll get to that. But like, where did they post that? Like, obviously you had to see it somewhere. But so where?
Like that's why I hate bouncing.
Post that you saw it.
No, in telegrams and stuff. That's where they sent them to us.
So they literally posted videos of kids. There.
Oh nah, he censored, bro. He sent.
Is there like?
He censored.
I don't remember.
Okay.
He be censoring the videos because they be saying some crazy shit.
So when you say anything and everything.
Oh, you said I read that shit wrong, bro. Dyslexia hard. Nah, bro. He is fighting for his fucking life, bro.
Wow. Man. And even like, so that exists. So they've even posted like videos of infants in these groups.
Mm-hmm.
How did you stomach that?
Don't know.
Okay. Got it.
Like I was trying to I don't know what it was, but I guess I was just trying to be like an agent, like an FBI,
sure.
Like dig deeper.
Right.
Just to see how far they would go to send stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be.
Bro, how you doing today, bro? You chilling?
Basically,
yeah, obviously I know you're not the one behind the camera. That'd be a different story.
No, like I would just watch them post it, just to see how far they go.
Really?
And it's just.
Okay, so, again, like obviously I'm not asking you to remember every single detail, but like, what's the sickest video that they posted of an infant? Like, what happened in it? And then what race was that baby to? That's important to know because.
Don't remember that.
Okay.
Like I said, it's nothing I want to remember.
Mm-hmm.
But it was probably just literally, if I could recall, just
like
full on just.
Well, who was the baby? A boy or a girl?
Didn't matter.
Oh, so they posted little boy and girls of that.
Mm-hmm.
Who's typically doing the?
I've been chilling, bro. I just
didn't matter.
I just been playing Monster Hunter, honestly.
No.
Girl on little boy.
Got a little workout today.
Oh my god!
And then I just like I had to turn the stream on.
Toddlers. Wow.
Cause like this is what I be doing anyway, you know. So I'm like, all right, let me just.
So were there? Did any of these videos look like white people that could have been foreign? Just so these are all like Southeast Asia, India, Mexico.
Pretty much.
Okay. Man, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what about the dark web? Like, how does one kind of get on that?
Don't know. Never tried.
Okay.
Don't want to.
For sure. So, so you say that was on Telegram. So so was Reddit like different, or is it the same?
Same.
What the?
Yep.
Man, how are people okay with this? Like, how are people just morally partaking in that? Okay. I do have a question though, because this would be important to kind of
okay.
So obviously, you know, when when I was in high school, we would send each other as like friends or whatever.
Yep.
Sometimes it would be like, wow, look at this. So I have a screenshot of her, and I would send it. Or sometimes it'd be like, I got to link this cute video.
Right.
So how would they post that child stuff? Like, would it be links or just the pictures itself, or
it almost looked like a home video.
A home video?
Like literally, like it looked like somebody would
Nigga
if
just
I can
exposing
recall, like, someone
himself.
was literally just holding a camera and like through a text messaging video, like
Oh,
like
okay.
a direct message video.
Sure, but I mean, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, was that video accessed through like a link they put, or was it just on the chat?
Both.
Oh, really? Okay. So you saw some of these videos posted the links that they would post.
Yes.
Wow. Holy. Dude, I mean, I appreciate this info, Hunter. I mean, right now you're saving children. I know you're literally providing customer service for the children. So
I will say I'm getting uncomfortable talking, so I would like for this to be over soon.
This nigga wasn't uncomfortable when he was beating his dick to this child
Yes.
shit.
But you know,
Like, I'm like, bro.
Gordon Flowers.
Yes.
I know that was
Nice to meet
delayed,
you,
but
man.
like, bro, like.
I truly appreciate this.
And like I said, I didn't wanna, like, I didn't know your number. I'm like I said,
Yeah.
access.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's where I'm from originally. But no, dude, with this amazing info you're giving me on the real sick, I'm 100% overlooking this. Like 100%, dude.
Yeah, like you go home, burn that, whatever that is.
Oh no, I'll give these to you to burn. I don't give. Like I'll literally give it to you. At whatever customer service where you work at, do they have fried pickles?
Maybe.
Cause I love fried pickles.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you can hook me up with some discount fried pickles, you know, wink, wink. No, I'm just kidding. But I do like the fried pickles though. Okay. So, dude, this was. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't expecting you to come to your house about like just some internet pics, and then you basically divulge a whole world of what these real sick are doing. I appreciate that. It shows me that you actually care about this, and you have. I appreciate that. Do you want kids of your own one day, or are you able to have kids with this?
Don't know. I would. I just don't know. I don't know if my disability affects it.
Okay.
Because I researched it, and it'll skip a generation.
Oh, okay.
So I could be safe.
Right.
Who knows?
So spina bifida is hereditary?
Every other generation, yeah.
So your grandpa had it, or?
Actually, I'm the first.
Oh.
So it randomly popped up, but since I'm the first to have it, that's when it starts. Generational starts.
So, excuse me if I sound insensitive here.
Yeah, you're good.
Is this something that you're born with, or okay? Yeah. So it's not something that gets.
So my spinal cord didn't fully develop.
Okay.
And so I have no nerves from the knees down.
Got it.
I can't move my feet, my toes.
I see. So, just all right. Is there like any like cures in the works for it? No.
Not in the works. Not yet.
What's like the life expectancy?
I've seen my doctors when I was born give them 2 months.
Oh wow.
That's how quickly it can get you.
Yeah.
But I've seen people 60, 70.
Okay. Got it. Well, you seem to be, you're not in bad shape otherwise. Mentally, you're all there, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Okay. So, what app out of Kick, Reddit, and Telegram would you say has been the most extreme for that type of stuff?
Telegram.
Okay. What kind of makes Kick?
If I had to rank them the worst to the best to use,
yeah,
Telegram, Reddit, and Kick.
Okay. And what other apps has this stuff popped up on, if any, in your experience?
Don't know. I can't remember.
Okay. Did anybody like try to charge for this type of stuff?
No.
No. They just
free of charge sent stuff. It was weird.
Man,
Yeah.
it's not even so they're just blatantly.
Yeah, like they didn't care, like they were gonna get tracked or anything.
Right. Do you happen to remember some of the group names that they were posting this on?
I don't. I remember it was like 2 years ago. So I was
really?
It's long gone.
Got it.
So
Holy. So I want to ask on your end, Hunter, because obviously, I mean, if you were a bad person, you wouldn't tell me what these are doing. You would gatekeep for them, and you'd say, "Well, it's just the internet." Trust me, I've heard that before too. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? Sometimes I come to people's house and I'm like, oh, they can't be that bad. They're just around with some decoy accounts. And then, it turns out they've been a part of some stuff like that, and it's like, dude, why would you not tell me what some Indians posting? Like, what are you trying to defend? And then it turns out it's a whole can of worms. But someone like you who's like, yeah, this is what these are doing. No, this is where they're at. Like, that tells me that that tells me that you have a good heart and you're not really trying to hide anything here.
Exactly, yeah.
So, which I truly appreciate.
That nigga
man.
jumped on that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he trying to jump on that shit
yeah,
hard,
because,
bro.
Obviously.
Yeah. I be
Me,
fucking
since I know
kids.
there's levels to this. I look at you way separated from them, but not everybody would necessarily.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, sure.
I need to ask, because if this was 2-3 years ago on Telegram and dark web and all that, you know, I need to ask, like, how did kind of this curiosity start? Because there's something there for sure.
Because I want to say my addiction was in middle school.
Okay.
And it's just rabbit hole.
Okay, so you think that's stunted? Okay, so
Pretty much.
so if you were 12, is that?
What car do you see?
That's a truck.
White truck?
Yep.
So that's my stepdad.
Okay, I'll just say it's just like something. What can we come up?
Work related.
Work related. Okay.
Put those down.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah. Just say you're a coworker hanging out.
No problem. Where do we work?
Publix.
I can use a punch up right now. I'll just say I'm like, yeah, I'll just say.
Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
How'd Max go? How'd Max go?
He's out of surgery, but I can't get him till 3.
I got you. You might just go ahead and leave. He's gonna ask a lot of questions.
Well, you know, to be honest, I'm not quite done with the convo, but if you want to like sit in the car, we totally can do.
I don't trust that.
All right, well, we can stand somewhere.
Nigga, Hunter, you
Of course
fucking on
can go,
kids,
but,
nigga.
Hunter,
Like,
I know
you better
as a
trust
salt
that
man,
shit.
just talk. I'm willing to completely change the subject in front of him. But like I said, you can do whatever you want. But like I said, like, I'm willing to work with you on this, dude.
There's nothing to work about. I just want to get that out of my head. And
Absolutely, and I want to help you with that. So I don't think you need any trouble, dude. I think you need some guidance and help, okay?
I've already tried.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. Just got through the garage.
Yeah, here I stood there.
Yeah, do you want to, like, lean against the car, maybe, or?
I really don't. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. I'd rather we just leave and get this over with.
Oh, if you want me to leave, I can, but...
I would like to. I don't want to have another conversation. Because this will bring up bad memories for me.
Mhm.
I really don't want to start talking about it again.
Okay.
This nigga talking
Well,
like he didn't
give
beat
me
his meat to
one
this
more
shit
question.
yesterday.
Okay.
Like, I would have been in this bitch roasting, bro.
If you don't mind, kind of expand on when you started to notice, like, an age gap, like, kind of curiosity.
What do you mean?
Like you said, you started watching middle school, and then that you think that's what kind of triggered that curiosity, maybe.
Yeah.
So when did you first start to notice that, like, I'm getting older and the people I like are staying the same?
I don't really know the exact moment, but
Like ballpark, like were you in high school still, or?
pretty much like we were still safe. I guess safe range.
Mm-hmm.
So it was probably senior freshman.
Oh, okay.
Age.
And then you get into adulthood and still freshman.
No.
No.
No. I would say that it's like as I got older, they kind of moved.
Okay.
But like, I don't.
Right, because you know, Hunter, I only have these messages printed out, but these aren't the only two people that are underage you try to talk to. Duh.
That I've done.
That you tried to talk to.
How many more do you have?
Printed out, none. But that we know of. I mean, just reaching out to, saying hello to, stuff like that. Countless. Countless. You know, I think these are the only two that may have entertained conversation for a while. But, you know.
That opens my eyes.
Pickle.
Look
Like, you need to
carefully.
find a way to sit in my lap, bro.
But,
if
you
you're
know,
gonna be here.
Hunter, I of course know that you are never going to be the level of somebody who's going to go for the baby, okay?
Yeah.
But, you know, you didn't report any of this not one time, all right? I mean, there wasn't no FBI undercover. I've heard that one a lot, too.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a curiosity.
That's smart to do that.
No, you're not. I mean, neither am I. But it's a curiosity, okay? And the curiosity is obviously coming down. If you could describe an infant video for me, that means you watched it straight up, okay? I'm not going to argue with you on that. That'd be a waste of your time and a waste of my time to argue about something we both know is true. But I'm just going to ask, how did it go down this low? Because like I said, I don't think you get in any trouble for this. I still think help, maybe the help you had wasn't enough. I still think help is the best way, but we need to identify why it is this way, because there's nobody else you can talk to on the planet but me that would just kind of like say, actually take into consideration what you're saying and be like, I think this can be fixed. Because a lot of people, they would just think of you as the Indians if they heard this. I don't. I know it's a separation, but how did it get down to just watching infants, man?
Fuck.
It's not good. What do you think it is about that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm getting uncomfortable. Please.
Well, I'm gonna let you know, man. It's definitely an uncomfortable conversation to have. Okay. But there's the amount of comfort that you're gonna have.
It just started raining hard as a bitch outside. Oh, it's a
more
cozy
you
night.
Bottle it up, get tempted again.
It's a cozy
Because
night.
The next time you get tempted, it's probably not going to be me at the door. So, and look, the dark web. Of course, I know you've been on there, bro.
No.
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 Okay. Okay, so you meant you just seen stuff from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other people have access.
Oh, okay. So that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay, I see. So, I mean, when is the last time that type of stuff has tempted you? Obviously, I know we're not talking, but like just viewing that type of stuff. So we need to get that out of the way, man.
Yep.
Like, when's the last time that you kind of hopped into one of these groups, or
2 years ago?
2 years ago. Okay. So do you have Telegram right now? Do you have Telegram right now? Okay. When's the last time,
I wasn't
even
watching
if it
my
wasn't
health.
on Telegram, that somebody's tried to send you some of that stuff?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So how come we're still on Instagram, following pages like Teen Time and all this? What is it?
Teen
Like,
Time?
you're still on social media, kind of doing this stuff. Not as
Teen
much.
Time?
But like, why do you think you're still kind of doing this, but off that other stuff?
I don't know. It's just. I guess I'm just bored.
Yeah.
Feeling a void or something.
Teen Time is wild.
But like I said, after this, I'll delete everything. Instagram will probably be off because I don't need it.
No, but I mean, obviously, if we're at a point where. If we're at a point where I mean, you're sending pics to 12-year-olds, whether they're real or not. I mean, this was news to you that I told you that weren't real. There's obviously something still going on, dude. I mean, is there like a hidden folder on your phone or something?
No.
No. Okay.
Like I said, I used to save pictures, but I deleted them all.
Okay.
When all that was just going down, and I just felt unsafe, and it's just.
So you're kind of unwinding from this a little bit, trying to. Just curiosity. At your biggest point, how many were saved at the most at one time? If you had to guess.
Nothing of extreme stuff.
Sure.
Just like self.
Like just underage, but no or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I was probably fresh cessation of senior, I want to say.
Senior year?
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, like 2 or 3 years ago when you were like kind of in these Telegram groups, what was the most you saved?
Nothing. Not those guys. Not those stuff. I would never do that. I wouldn't save those.
I see. Okay. I mean, was it saved like to your computer, phone, or?
You're asking a little too much.
Yeah, I am.
Nigga,
Just asking.
I smacked this nigga, bro. Like, actually.
Okay. Well,
You're
Hunter,
asking me a little too much. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, you want to
is there
touch
anything
kids.
right now that could potentially be troubling to have that you probably need to get off your phone?
What do you like?
Like, basically, if I were to take your phone and just start kind of scrolling, if I were to take your phone, kind of just start scrolling through the images or any saved hidden folders or anything, would there be anything that you should probably get rid of so we can get this stuff out of the way? No. Okay, so there's no like underage pics that could be like a little bit or anything? No? Okay. What about on your computer?
Don't have one.
Don't have one. Okay. Dude, these messages like Granada.
And he be hitting though. This dude hits.
I mean, you know, could I kiss you? You tell me all that you want. I'd be happy to be your first. Are you? Have you had before?
No.
No. Okay.
But he can answer that question. Damn, like this nigga hits, bro. He low though.
Let me see that cute. Did she send you any pictures, Julie?
I don't remember which one is which.
The 12-year-old, or did any of Julie or Julie send you pictures at all?
Nothing. I don't really revealing.
Okay. I see my boxers.
Thought he was gonna do something. He made me flinch.
Should bet your looks so cute. Would love to see it. What did you mean by that?
Like, what did you mean by that?
Like, okay.
I get you're trying to be protective, and I'm just really uncomfortable right now. I would really like for you to leave.
Okay, that's fine.
Bro, the Gideon videos are funny as fuck, bro. He be getting them, bro.
Like, I get y'all are trying to save the world from this stuff, but like, I don't really like to be reminded of it. Like,
No.
I know I went through it.
Yeah.
You're just trying to catch it.
Well, you know, Hunter, I'm totally fine with leaving.
And you'll probably be back again. You can tell.
Well,
Nigga, I want the cops will.
That's if you trespass. Well, I'm not gonna come back after, but you know, I just kind of feel like, you know, if we end the conversation here without getting down to the root of this, I just feel like this can happen again. You know, because you said
That's what therapists are for.
Right. But you said you have had therapy before.
Yes.
Did you talk to them about this?
Yes.
What'd they say?
They helped me a little bit.
I'd have called the cops
I
on
don't
this
want to give out
nigga.
too much because that was my personal stuff.
Yeah. I mean, but they helped you, but but I have all this.
I know.
So. All right. Well, I can go, Hunter, but I'm just letting you know that I do want to keep talking. We have all this saved, and I didn't have to come here and just talk about it. Hey, Mark?
You're fine.
Mark?
Do you want to say bye to him?
Yeah.
Okay, just tell him you're a coworker and you were just saying hi.
This nigga said, please don't tell my dad, bro, please.
I'm where he's at. You're good.
Oh, how's it going?
He's just a coworker hanging out. He just wanted to say bye.
Well, there's kind of an issue here, sir. Hunter, I guess he's your stepson.
Yeah.
He's been messaging a 12 and a 13-year-old girl online, sending them his and whatnot. Does he know about kind of this type of stuff? Yeah. Okay, well, he's been doing it again. And, you know, I just want to kind of let you know that, you know, he sent his to them, and he told me that he's watched, like, as young as, like, toddlers, infants, and all that.
Are you guys police?
No, I just kind of want to tell you to hold him accountable.
Well, if you're not police, why are y'all here?
Nigga.
Well, I mean, that doesn't have to be us. I mean, that's fine. I mean, we can.
Okay. Well, then, if y'all aren't police and he's not in some kind of trouble, then I don't understand why you're here.
Well, that's the thing. We want to kind of hand it over.
He wants you to be in charge.
Right. Yeah, we kind of okay. I mean, I was expecting that reaction, but
well, I mean, there's somebody in the van. It's kind of creepy. He's got a camera or something on. I don't understand.
Well, that's for everybody's safety, so
That
you
was
also
funny.
be sure I'm not here to hurt him or anything like that, and vice versa. But yeah, I mean, your stepson is kind of at this again. I thought you should probably know about this because it could definitely lead to some other stuff.
How do you know he's at it again?
Well, I have
Nigga.
messages here.
So how'd you get that? So you guys are setting people up? I mean, I don't.
Like, I'm just saying, bro, if I was in this situation, not that I ever would be, but if I was in this situation and, like, they talking to my parents, I'm getting my ass whooped right in front of this nigga, bro. 25 years old. They don't give a fuck. They still gonna whip my ass in front of this nigga. They gonna be like, you talking to kids, nigga? These white niggas are. I was to say something crazy, but these white niggas are crazy, bro. Like they said, well, how do you know that, nigga? Your son went to therapy for talking to children, right? Nigga, like come on, bro. Even Miles, like,
I mean, I wouldn't call it that, but we have a group called Kid Protectors USA. We just make sure that kids don't talk to adults online, vice versa. And it's just I think it's his responsibility as an adult to not talk to children and not kind of look at that stuff online.
Okay.
So that's
all you had to say. Stop by and say, hey man, quit doing this.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
We done?
If you want to be, Hunter, if you want to be.
I would like to be. Have a good day.
All right.
This nigga Hunter pussy, bro.
Hold on, do you mind waiting a minute to see what he wants? I'll be right back. If you don't mind, I just don't want you to grab anything. Huh?
You're coming in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Here. Okay, well, I was instructed to go ahead and give this to you. Do you mind if we have like 5? I'm not going to question you anymore. Do you mind if we have like 5 more minutes just to kind of go over what we can do from here, therapy-wise? No. Okay. Do you want these?
No.
What do you want me to do with them?
Burn them.
Okay, well, I'm not going to burn them. I want to give you the chance to burn them.
Why?
Well, because I think it's more symbolic if you're the one that kind of brushes out, because Hunter, in the end, whether
give them to me.
Well, I'm going to explain this to you. Well, in the end, whether I'm from Texas, so whether you burn these or not, or whether I do this or not, it doesn't really matter. You're never going to hurt my kids. You're never going to come to Texas and go around. So it doesn't really affect me, but this of course affects you and the people around here. So, I kind of want to give these to you so you can stomp this out in your own life. Do you see what I'm saying here? Okay. So, if you don't mind, I want to read one word of every page so we can stomp this out together. So I hope you're having a good day. Georgia, what about you? We need this to be no more, okay? So if you don't mind hanging on to this now, okay? Well, okay. Okay.
What? You said stomp it out?
Yeah, no, you're right. No, that's some attitude with him. Do you have Snapchat? That's good. No more Snapchat. Do we agree? Okay. Which one do you think we should read here to stomp it out? Oh, you're good.
Can you just hand me the whole paper? I'm really not in the mood to talk anymore.
Well, I kind of want to do one by one here.
I don't want to do that. You have too many papers.
But that's okay. Well, I'll go quick then. Not much. I'm doing nothing at the moment. Okay.
Hey guys, just leave, okay? Just leave. He don't want to talk. He don't want to talk anymore. He wants to go in. Just go inside, Hunter. Go inside and close the door.
Take the papers.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave the papers here. Mark,
I don't care what you do with the papers. Just go inside, okay?
Okay, Mark. May I leave them in your truck?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Nowhere on the property.
Okay.
Just go.
All right, Hunter. God damn it. Wow, bro. Oh my God, dude.
I was at that Sharif, so. You got the mic on, right?
Yeah. How's it going, sir? Hi. So we have a group called Poachers. We catch online child across the country. We're from Houston, but we're in Georgia, obviously today. And yesterday we got a guy arrested in Catoosa County for online enticement. So Hunter was messaging who we believe to be a 13 and a 12. Yeah, 9270. Yeah. He has a spina bifida, so he can barely walk, but mentally he's all there. So he knew what he was doing. But he was messaging who he thought was a 12 and 13-year-old bunch of pictures, and he admitted that on camera to us. And we were the ones posing as said kids. And he also told us in the past couple of years, he's been viewing child as young as infants and toddlers. He claims now that he doesn't have those accounts anymore, which look to be true, but you just never know.
Yeah.
But he's absolutely viewed it, and he's like watched it. He could describe videos of infant that he saw, so it's not like he was just being sent it and didn't look. He looked, and yeah, I mean these messages here are to yeah.
And you talked to him today. He said that he still possesses a lot of
No, he said he used to download it, but he says not. It's been a little bit. So
what's a little bit to him?
He said 2 years, but you never know. So, but anyway, like these are he ripped up a few of the messages, but you know here we say I'm 12. He says we say how old are you? He says 25. We say I'm 12. He says oh, okay. And then the other messages are not printed out that are with the 13-year-old. He said, we say straight up, are you okay with my age? He says, yes, what are you doing? He doesn't really act, but the main thing is he just sent pictures. And I mean, could you kiss you? Would you let me give you hugs? Well, he said here, I'd be happy to be your first. Can I see your body? Here he sent it. We censored it out when we printed it, but he did send his picture here. And he admitted to send that was his and to the 13-year-old girl account he also sent his to. Like so here he says, can I show you my eggplant, what's a vegetable? And he says no, my baby girl. So then subsequently he did send the picture I showed you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's in there?
Yeah.
Dad pulled up?
Dad pulled up and yeah, I mean they just basically asked me to leave the property. No like threats or anything, but they were just like, can you leave the property now? And I'm like, yeah.
Okay. All right then. I will. You mind if I go to the front?
Yeah.
Any other thing? Anything else that you got right now?
Digitally, yes. We have a bunch to send y'all, but just like for now, that's just that.
Okay. All right. Let's give me something to start on, I guess.
All right, no problem. And if we get an email after, we can send you the video, all that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure I'm going to keep contacting our ITAC people. So.
All right. Yeah, we'll just be right here.
Jacket off.
Alright, I'm about to switch it because that's basically like the end of the video. Like, we'll get off me. Stop following me, bro.
Watch him not answer. I know, dude.
Did he knock?
Yeah, he did.
All right, this is an interrogation video.
That mad? You just that mad you want to lay there and not say nothing and not tell me what's going on?
This is Benita Wright, a manipulative girlfriend who just stabbed her own boyfriend to death.
Well, we both had knives and we fell into the mirror. That's probably when it happened.
And she thinks she can also manipulate detectives and get away without having to face the
It's a big ass
consequences.
fucking.
I'm a very honest person. I do not recall.
Oh no, this is poison.
But her hopes of getting away scot-free are crushed as detectives begin to catch on.
Something happened in that moment because you're getting there. You want to say it.
After a night of arguing with her boyfriend, Kieran Ficklin, 30-year-old Benita Wright woke up at 8:30 a.m. on August 31st, 2022, to find him unresponsive and cold. She immediately ran to her neighbor's house and borrowed their phone to contact 911.
Church Lane? Okay, and what's going on there?
Me and my boyfriend got into it last night. We were fighting and stuff. The police got called. And then I went upstairs and I just woke up this morning and he's laying by the front door, but he's not moving.
Okay,
Like,
so you do need an ambulance?
How'd that
yeah, I
shit
need an ambulance.
So he's not moving. Is he breathing? Can you tell?
I like tapped him or whatever, and he was
A clean
like,
break?
like, you know, so I just want somebody to hurry up and get here because, like, I don't know what's going on. I went to sleep last night. He's 28 years old. He's laying by the door. Like, we was fighting or whatever, so,
All right, ma'am, let me
you
get
know.
ma'am, let me get an ambulance for you. Don't hang up. I'm going to come right back to you, okay? Hang on the phone.
When officers arrived at the scene, they found Kieran in a pool of blood right next to the front door. He had been brutally stabbed, but something was strange. Kieran had already passed away. His body seemed like it had been there for hours. The only possible suspect was Benita herself, who not only showed no emotions while on the phone to 911, but was covered in scratches and bleeding from her nails and shoulder. It was clear that she had been part of a violent physical altercation. Consequently, she was immediately taken into custody and brought in for an interview 1 hour later. But little do officers know, they are about to discover a sick and morbid history between the two, one that led to tragedy. This footage has been provided to us by the Elyria Police Department.
I cut the fucking tail off.
Why? Why? Because you just that mad? You just that mad you want to lay there and not say nothing? And not tell me what's going on? You know my mom don't care about me, my dad don't care about me. You know this. You know everything. You know.
Do you need toilet tissue or anything? Alright, so I'm Detective Casper. This is Detective Reed.
Hey.
Alright? So, I want to get you out of here as soon as possible, okay? I'm sure you don't want to be here. Juanita, what happened to your hair? So, I want to talk to you about everything that's going on, okay?
Yes.
But before I do that, I have to read you your rights. That does not mean that you're in trouble, okay? It's just policy that you're at the police department, alright? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney and have one present during any questioning. If you can't afford one, will be appointed to you, and you can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand? Okay. Now listen to me, that does not mean you're in trouble, okay? It's just part of our policy.
I know how the law works. If they're determined that I did something, that's what it's gonna be. But I know I didn't do nothing harm of me. I just wish he would have said something.
So explain that to me a little bit. What walk me through what happened last night. I know that we were called last night for something.
What the detective is talking about here is a domestic violence complaint they received the night before Kieran was discovered dead. According to officers at the scenes, Benita and Kieran were involved in a heated argument, both demanding the other one to leave the house. However, neither had physically hurt the other or done anything illegal, and officers left soon after as they had no legal grounds to intervene at the time. Just a few hours later, Kieran was dead. Whatever transpired after the officers left is the reason Kieran was stabbed, and this is something that detectives
That shit
desperately
poisoned me?
need to
I'm dead.
figure out, as this entire case relies upon finding out
my
what
God,
happened in
bruh.
these few hours.
We got into it. We was already.
I level up my armor.
Somebody told me he was cheating on me. So I let it be that. I said what I said. So we was not talking the whole day because he was upset about me saying that he was cheating on me. And I went to my sister's house. I was drinking. My neighbor came over. We was all taking shots. And when I got home, I don't even remember coming home. But I know we had to have words because...
Was he there already?
Yes, he was already there.
Does he have a key?
I gave him. I dropped the key off to his friend's house. He went to his friend's house earlier yesterday. So I drove to his friend's house and I dropped the key off to him. So we had to have words because it went from his stuff being where it was to his stuff being in his suitcases.
Okay, like he was packing to leave.
Yeah, or either I was packing his stuff to leave, and then the police got called. So when I was trying to talk to them, he was telling them like, yeah, take her to jail. She doing this, she doing that. She belligerent or whatever because I was drinking. So I closed the door. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere because I live here. I pay bills here. Like, you my boyfriend. Yes, you my boyfriend, and I asked you to be, in my household or whatever. So that was that.
What time was that about?
I probably got home around like maybe 12 or 1, something in between that time.
Did you actually talk to the officers last night?
Yeah, I remember talking to them. I had a few words with them, but like I said, I was drinking, so I wasn't trying to talk to nobody.
Sure, I understand.
And I don't know.
Bro.
It just went blank, like.
So you pretty much said, hey, I want him out of here for the night.
Yeah.
And obviously they can't do that because he technically lives there. So
lives there. So that was that. And I remember getting into an altercation with him, and the table, he kept saying, like, oh, you want to throw my shit out? I'm about to break everything in your house. And I was trying to fight, stop him from breaking everything. So we got into an altercation. That's how the table broke, then the glass broke.
The mirror, maybe?
The mirror or whatever. And I don't know if he grabbed the knife first and if I took it from him, but I just know that I'm a woman and you a man. And you're not about to do that to me.
What you said was physical. Was he like pushing you?
Yeah, like I know my lip is swollen. Like when this out of my lip is swollen.
You got a big cut out.
And then my cut and stuff like that, and it's just like, okay, I'm going to defend myself. Period.
Sure.
That's what it's gonna be. But I remember him getting first aid kits and like, babe, just bandage yourself up. You bleeding everywhere. This, that. And I went upstairs and I went to bed.
So he actually got you with the knife?
Supposedly, like.
Do you remember that?
I remember him going, and grabbing a knife. I remember that. And.
What did the knife look like? Do you remember?
I got several knives. So.
Was it like a pocket knife?
It was
a sword.
A steak knife.
A steak knife.
A sword.
Yeah. And I remember me grabbing another one and trying to like. But he's a man. He's gonna overpower me. And that one, like the handle and stuff broke off. Like it's not even with a handle on it no more. It's just a knife.
The blade.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know.
Although Benita claims much of the fight happened in self-defense, there is one glaring issue. During her arrest and ride to the police station, Benita continuously claimed that Kieran had self-harm tendencies and stabbed himself with the knife. Considering his injuries, this was impossible. Kieran had a 4-inch stab wound in a downward direction, consistent with an overhand strike that can only be inflicted by an attacker. Additionally, the dimensions of the wound matched perfectly with the steak knife Benita had during the altercation. But keep in mind that the detective does not know this yet, as Kieran's body is still being processed. Benita likely realized later on that this initial story could be disproven easily and switched to claiming self-defense right before this interview. However, this is only one of the many inconsistencies that present itself because as the detective questions her further, her entire story from this night begins to fall apart.
Alright, so I'm gonna make sure I get all this right. So last night, you get word that he's cheating on you, potentially.
That was weeks ago.
Okay. But last night, did you catch him with somebody else?
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. That was filmed from a couple days ago.
So it kind of just boiled
day before
over.
yesterday. Yeah, it boiled over. Like he was still mad about it.
Okay. So you go over to your sister's, you're drinking, you come home, he's there. You drop the key off to his boat. You guys get to arguing, the police get called. Obviously there's nothing we can do. We can't kick him out. You're not gonna leave it to your house. After that, it gets physical. At some point, he grabs a knife, you grab a knife, you guys get to tussle or whatever, it's fighting. You fall a couple times in the living room, on the mirror, the table breaks. Now, does he purposely break your stuff at any point?
Yeah, like for the table, he grabbed it.
Is it a glass table?
Yeah.
Nigga, let me loot.
Like, his whole thing was, like I said before, you keep throwing my shit outside, I'm about to break everything in your house. So that's how the table got broke.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, so the couch is up because now at that point, I'm just trying to toss all my stuff to the side so he won't break it.
Sure. Understandable.
So.
Alright, so you guys are both holding knives. At some point, you're fighting. You guys fall a bunch of times.
Yeah, but then mine is, like I said, mine is broken. Like, because he's a man. So I didn't have mine long.
She said, he's a nigga. Like.
Do you ever feel him stab you?
I mean, I at the moment when you're adrenaline rushing, you don't feel anything. But when I woke up, I felt everything. From my throat to my lip to my arm, my fingers, like I feel it now.
Okay. So after you guys are done fighting, he says you're bleeding. Let me bandage you up.
Yeah.
So
he went and got the first aid kit, and he was like, "Babe, let me bandage you up." He and I'm fighting. I'm like, "No, get the off
Is
me!
he
Don't
bleeding
touch
at
me!"
this point?
No, I didn't see no
your shirt or
blood,
anything
nothing.
like
I did not see nothing at all.
So he bandages you up, you go upstairs and go to sleep?
Yeah.
But before he bandaged you up, you said you were still fighting.
Yeah, I was still, I'm like, just leave me alone, whatever, don't touch me. Like, they stopped.
Did either one of you still have the knife at that
No.
point? Okay.
How did the knife end up outside?
I don't even know.
There's a black steak knife with blood on it outside the house. How did that get there?
I don't know. Like I said, we was fighting out, we was, in and out. So, I'm literally throwing his stuff outside. That's why you see the fireworks or, all that stuff or whatever. Because I'm throwing his stuff outside. So me and him is in and out the house.
Okay. So, he bandages you up, you go upstairs, go to sleep, you wake up this morning and you find him down there. And he's bleeding, cold to the touch. And then you go to your neighbor's house, Jamal, call 911.
Because I'm panicking so much, like I couldn't even find a charger for my own phone.
Did you say anything to the 911 dispatchers?
Yeah, I was like, my boyfriend is laying here, and they was like, oh, can you turn him on his back or something? They was asking me questions, and I'm just like, I was telling them whatever I told them, and I was just telling them like, can just get somebody here because I don't know. I hear him.
Just
but,
like an exhale?
Yeah,
okay.
But it wasn't just one. It was several.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, he can be, somebody needs to get here. Because I was just scared.
Sure, I understand.
He was cold, and the last time I touched somebody cold was my grandmother in a casket. So, I just didn't know.
Okay. Do you know, after you call 911, you go back to the house?
Yes, I was at the house.
When you found him this morning, how was he laying?
Just regular, like, he was by the shoes, and he was laying like this.
On
like,
his side?
Yeah, on the side or whatever, and he was just like he was sleeping.
Like hand tucked in his arm?
Yeah, like he was sleeping like this.
This is yet another absurd claim by Benita. An autopsy of Kieran's body after this interview placed his time of death to be 12:30 a.m. It is not possible that he survived into the morning to be able to exhibit any signs of life like the one Benita mentions. The most unfortunate aspect of this incident is that Kieran had a chance to survive. Although being stabbed in the heart is highly lethal, all Benita had to do was call 911, who would have provided emergency care. Yet she chose to be selfish and let him lie there until the morning. Even worse is the fact that she is even trying to lie her way out of this interrogation room, which is why this next conversation is so heartbreaking.
There was a point, though, between the bandaging, when he bandaged you up, there was another, he said there was another type of altercation. After he bandaged you up, then the car argument started. You were like, I'm about to get my keys, so can you remember what happened between that time?
I'm not sure if that was before or after he bandaged me up, but I'm gonna say this. Once he began to bandage me up, that's when the argument started to die down. So it might have been right before he started bandaging me up.
Okay, so after he bandaged you up, you guys didn't have any more physical altercation?
No. I was just trying to tell him, just like, leave me alone, I don't need you to bandage me up. I just don't want to be bothered with you. And I went upstairs.
Alright, so at some point he received this wound. This pretty bad wound. Can you try to pinpoint at any specific time when he would have received that? Because that's, I'm sure after he received it, everything was he was probably normal, like adrenaline kicks in, all that kind of stuff. But there had to have been one specific point, because that's a big wound to receive. Like, that's not, an accidental dig.
What you mean, like?
Like on his side, that's where the blood was. That's a big wound to receive. Like, that's not like
not anything about, or not to know about, is what we're saying. So we both know, everything's been out on the table. We both know there was a fight. We both know
he's
you
obviously
had
bigger
knives.
than you, stronger than you.
We both know you had knives. We just need to pinpoint exactly when he got the wound on his side that ultimately,
I mean, it probably happened when we both had knives and we fell into the mirror. That's probably when it happened.
Did he say anything?
No, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say, oh, you stabbed me, or I'm cut, or he didn't say nothing like that.
The fuck is he supposed to say,
And
bro?
I never saw no blood until this morning.
So what makes you think that happened when you guys fell into the mirror? Just off the top of your head.
Just because it was just a lot. It was a lot. I was tumbling over the pillows. He was falling on me.
And at that time, you both had knives in your hands.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Is there a chance that you stabbed him to get him off of you?
No.
To get him away from you? To
No.
kind of like de-escalate this and like protect yourself at some point? Or, I mean...
If... I'm going to say this. If I felt that way in that altercation, then that's what happened. But I don't remember that. And all I know is, like you just said, he's a man, and I'm going to defend myself.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Because if this is, we're talking about two different things here, right? So we're talking about this happening because of other circumstances that were going on, or we're talking about something that, I don't want to say it's unwarranted, but, you know, something like this happening. This is not common. You know what I mean? Like, we handle these all the time.
Okay.
This is for
I know.
us.
I don't remember everything. If there was a time where I was trying to get him off of me, then that possibly happened. Because we've been here before. If you check our records, he's been in jail for putting his hands on me before.
Did it possibly happen, or did it happen? Because this is things that we need to know. Because these timelines and these series of events are going to help us pinpoint exactly what happened.
That's what I'm saying. I know for sure I didn't just bluntly stab him. Okay? I know I had the knife for protection. But I did not bluntly just do anything to get him, you know, to stop anything or to like, oh, you scaring me, I'm gonna stab you, this, that. Like, it had to have happened when we was tussling. Because I just wanted it in my hand to know that, you know, you're not about to
Yeah, you're not around.
You're not about to over me, you're not about to put your hands on me.
So at some point you're tussling, do you ever feel that knife go in him? Or feel like any pressure from that knife? I mean, because that's, you're going to remember that, whether you're drunk or not, you're going to remember that something like that happening. That's not something that you don't remember. You know, like I remember being drunk, getting in bar fights, or getting into a fight and getting punched in the face. And, you know, you remember that no matter how drunk you are.
I'm trying to. I really am. I'm trying really hard.
Think about it hard.
I am.
Benita mentions something interesting in this conversation, Kieran's jail time. While it is true that in February of 2022, Kieran was arrested for domestic battery, the charges were dropped as Benita failed to appear in court.
Bro!
Interestingly,
I need
officers
to
at
level
the
up my
scene
armor,
also
bruh.
reported that
Fuck.
Kieran had sustained far more injuries than Benita had. So if she really was in an abusive relationship, why would she not pursue these charges? Why was Kieran the one who was more roughed up than her? The answer to these questions is simple. Benita is leveraging their troubled history to paint a picture of a pitiful woman at the mercy of her violent boyfriend, all the while refusing to acknowledge that she was equally as responsible, if not more. And in the next few minutes, you will see this facade break down catastrophically as officers begin to confront her with the absurdity of her story.
I don't know, like...
Listen, you're not, this is no judgment, okay? This doesn't make you a bad person for whatever happened, alright? I don't want you to think that this is something that him and
I'm
I
just
have
trying to
never
get
done.
to the point where that happened, where like, because I know he jumped on me.
You're getting there.
I know
you're walking us through it.
Yeah,
right
I know
there.
he jumped on me, and
Now, where are you at when he jumps on you?
We left off, you were in the kitchen.
well, we was in the kitchen, and I was going to the back to get a bag to put his stuff in, and I was by the stove, and like.
At this point, the knife was still in your hand because you were throwing stuff out
Yeah.
still, right?
I just know that I wasn't about to be and bleeding somewhere or like it had to, because I was, after that point it was like, okay, now you want to fight me. So then within that window it was just like I was just fighting. And then that's when I remember him trying to bandage me up.
God damn, this nigga fighting, bro.
When you walked in the kitchen to get the bags, where was he standing?
He was still by the door. He was by the door.
He was by the door right where we found him this morning, right?
Yeah, right there. But he was alive or whatever, standing up. And he was...
But when you came around that corner, when you were walking past that stove, he was standing by the door. What happened in that moment? Something happened in that moment because you're getting there. You want to say it, but I feel like you think...
I'm trying to use the exact... I'm trying to give you the exact action.
Yeah, and that's what we need. So, explain it, because I
think
you're
this
there.
happened in that kitchen too. The blood splatter.
Well, that's where we're at right now.
Makes me believe that it didn't happen anywhere else but the kitchen.
So you got to take us to that moment, because this is your time, okay?
I'm trying to remember. I really am.
And we want to help you out the best we can.
I don't know if he like jumped on me or I don't know, but we was tussling in that kitchen.
Right there. See him, he's standing by the door.
And I grabbed the bag and I went.
Oh my god, bruh. Fucking hell.
Right there where my pantry is.
I'm upgrading my armor, bro. I'm sorry. I'm about to quit this quest and upgrade my armor because, like, nah.
Listen, you've been beat up before.
Nah, it's alright, bro.
He's beat your before,
I'm just
right?
raging, bro. I'm
So
just
you were
mad.
fed up. So you were... Listen, so you were fed up.
Yes.
That's understandable. Okay?
This nigga got me sitting up, bro.
Some shit happened beforehand. He's standing by the door. You have a knife in your hand.
I remember I carved these guys, so I don't want to do that shit again.
At this point, you're done.
I think you had enough. Because whatever happened, happened right there. And I think you just had enough of it. I think things boiled
that I
over.
had enough, like, because I don't, like, I'm not going to just
Not enough.
stab him and be like, oh, like, no. But we was in an altercation.
Okay.
And even within that altercation, I'm still not like, get off of me.
Sure.
Like, no, I'm not doing that. We had to have tussle, and that happened. Because regardless of what me and him going through, I'm not like, oh, I hate you or nothing like that, or, you know, I was just going to try to drop him off to his mom's house and leave like that. Nobody expected this to happen.
Whatever happened in that
See,
kitchen,
like, he's low, bro.
wherever
It's fine.
Is probably where this happened at. Because whatever happened was pretty traumatic. So,
I don't think it happened and then he bandaged you up and then you went upstairs and he laid down. I think whatever happened there, I don't think he left the kitchen.
No.
I don't think he ever left that spot by the door. It happened right there. Well, what we need is just you to kind of walk us through. You're right there. You're right there, and I know you're scared to say
But that's
it.
the thing, like, nothing happened after that. That's literally what I remember. I remember him coming to me. It was blood. Everything was already bleeding.
Yeah.
So it was blood on his shirt, too, you know, from me. So that altercation, it had to happen in that kitchen. And then
he never left that kitchen.
Right.
At that point,
Just, he never followed me upstairs.
Right. So
I said, you.
We're not getting got by that nigga, bro.
I remember hearing his voice before I went upstairs.
When you went upstairs,
We are not getting got by this nigga,
was he
bro.
on the ground when you went upstairs?
No.
Where was he?
He was just downstairs.
Where at?
In the living room.
There's no blood. That's the problem. Like, there was no trail of blood from the kitchen to the living room back to the kitchen. And he was bleeding a lot. So that, like...
Right, but that's the whole thing. It happened at like 1 or 2 in the morning. It's what time did I call y'all?
8:30.
Right. So, I mean, I watch a lot of shows and a lot of shit. Like, it wasn't a lot of blood.
We're not saying like he was deceased right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
probably
saying.
still talking to you, but it's we're trying to fill in the blanks because there's a blank. You've told the story, and the last time you told the story was perfect. That was spot on. We were right there. Then we get to that point where something happened that we skip over every time.
No,
And
we're not
that's
skipping over nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I know.
It took out half my health.
I'm trying to get you to remember so it makes sense, because there's a point to where he was stabbed, and we're missing that. I think you know when it happened. It's just I think you're just worried about.
I'm not worried about nothing. I'm a very honest person. I do not recall me literally stabbing him. I don't recall me just.
We're not saying you did it intentionally. Like I said, I was trying to explain. You've been in situations before. You've gotten your beat. People just. Sometimes you just can't take it anymore.
From when we going from getting them bags and then about to go get his stuff, it had to happen right then and there. I don't recall. I don't remember. You know, I probably, because I'm still a little bit drunk, so probably when I sober up, it'll, you know, come back to me. But I just remember Keyron was very aggressive. And I just wasn't about to get my again.
It's understandable.
And we're not faulting you for that. That doesn't make you a bad person. Give me 1 second, okay? Do you need another water or a snack or something?
I'll take another water.
You want water? Alright, yeah, give me just 1 second. We'll be right back. You use the restroom?
No.
You alright for now?
Benita refuses to elaborate exactly how and where Keyron got stabbed, but what she doesn't know is she has left behind a piece of evidence so important that it would play the biggest role in sealing her fate.
Hey, real quick, you said that your camera can be accessed from your phone. Is that right? You're just not really familiar how to do it.
Yes.
Alright, so what I'm going to have you do is I want you to read over this, okay? This is another consent form. It's for your phone, alright? So I'll have you read over this.
This nigga's still awake. Like, I gave him all that time to fall asleep.
What's your address? Alright, so I want you to do is read over this one, okay? And then this one is going to be for the actual DVR system that's in your house, so I can get into that and watch that. Because that's going to help. I think that's going to help you quite a bit. You know what I meant to ask you? Did you call anybody during this altercation that you guys had, or did he call anybody?
I'm not sure.
Did you send any like messages or anything like that?
Honestly, I really don't know.
Did you ever call the police after we left the first time?
Bro, my girl called me at the worst time, bro. I almost got fucking carded. I almost got. I almost got KO'd.
I remember calling him, but in the midst of me arguing with him, I forgot that I called him.
I got you.
So when I turned around, I seen him.
Okay, so it was like a 911 open line almost, which is why we were sent there, I'm assuming.
Well, unless I was
just where it's
Oh my god, dude. Stop doing that fucking gay shit, nigga.
That makes a little bit more sense. Did your neighbors ever...
Nigga twerking on the ground.
That they might have stopped over or something? I'm assuming that's probably not true.
Who?
I don't know. I don't even know who it was.
The only neighbor that I'm cool with is the neighbor that I use the phone. And
Yeah, keep making the ground twerk, nigga.
She was with, I don't talk to them. We don't.
Yeah, she was driving nuts. That's why I wanted to get out of there.
This is it.
We do not.
It's
speak.
not
I
it.
don't speak to her. She don't speak to me.
The officer just took consent to search her house camera and mobile phone. However, the password Benita provided to her phone was wrong, probably because she knows the kind of horrors it hides. Sometime after this interview, investigators finally cracked her devices and found text and voice messages that not only showed her verbally attacking Keyron, but also threatening his life. Benita made several racial remarks towards
What, she call him nigga?
She would also constantly berate and belittle him by questioning his masculinity, often referring to him as a young man and asking him to be manlier and more muscular. In one instance, she threw a string of curses at Keyron for failing a job interview and even stated, "Don't be surprised if a beating comes for your ass out of the blue." To make matters worse, several of Keyron's friends testified that he often had to ask Benita to be able to meet them. These same friends also repeatedly said that Kieran was incredibly loyal to her and would never cheat. Unfortunately, these detectives are unaware of this, but are incredibly suspicious after she provided the wrong password. Now, for one last time, they will sit her down to get a confession out of her, but they do not realize that Benita is about to put on her best act yet.
So, this is what we're gonna do, okay? Take a deep breath for me. We're gonna get through this. We'll work through this one step at a time, alright? Hearing you talk today, you're not a bad person by any means. I want you to know that, okay? I want you to know that. Nothing you've said to us today has made it come off as you're this evil person or anything like that, okay? But what I want to do now is you walked us through this before step by step, okay? So I want to go back to when a friend of yours told you that he was cheating on you. What was the extent, like how did that come about?
It was, okay, Jackie, this lady Jackie around the corner who lied to him about, for the last 2 years, about the baby being his.
What baby? Go make food, bro.
Her name was Leela.
I'm gonna go make food, bro. I'm a, you know. Is a nigga hungry, bro? Nigga hungry. Listen, nigga hungry, son. Yeah, I'm gonna go make some food. I'm happy that you know my niggas popped up. I'm happy that you know some people popped in. Thank you for tuning in. I always thank y'all too. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all, bro.